And we're live. Hi chat, welcome to the channel. Hi Vesper, hope you're doing well. Hi J.P.S. Welcome everyone. Jesus, I'm not on my game today. I don't know why. School's been fine, you know? I mean, it's boring as shit to begin with because it's all introduction stuff. I don't know what it is. The air just sort of went out of my gumption earlier today after having done, you know, all my dirty deeds that need being done. But I'll get into it. Anywho's, let's get cracking. So, welcome everyone. For new time viewers, welcome to this little corner of the universe, the internet and all things Twitch, where we approach the games that we play from a more of a literary standpoint. That is to say that we apply the theories, the methods of literature criticism to the games that we play. That is close readings, structuralist analysis, deconstructions, pretty much anything that we can get our hands on to try to figure out maybe not so much what the story is, because most often that's fairly obvious, but rather how that's being told. We look at all the moving parts and sort of see how they all fit together and interact with one another to create something new, something neat. We do this not just because it's fun, not just because it serves to elevate the medium out of the gutter, as it were. I mean, we all know it's perfectly respectable art, right? Or it can be, at least. But to large swaths of the world, they still consider gaming a toy, which it can be, but certainly doesn't have to be. And this labor, I think, serves as a way to legitimize it. All of those are superfluous. That's just gravy. Now, what we're really here to do, unfortunately, is promotional. You see, caring about narratology, caring about storytelling, caring about these moving bits and bobs that make a story great, that's sort of my stock in trade. See, I'm an author. I'm a writer. I've been a novelist for the past 10 years. I've written 8 books in that time. And I started streaming not to become a professional streamer by any stretch of the imagination, but rather to promote that work, and in concert with actually releasing one of my books. It's called The Last Box, a cyberpunk thriller about spontaneous eruption of sapience in a random slug of gaming code, and the people in a near future London who are unfortunate enough to have to try to reconcile with that fact. I think it does a lot of neat things. I'm proud of this one. Absolutely proud. It's the first book that I can come back to many years after having written it and still think is a pretty good banger. I really think you should pick it up. It does a few things different than most other AI media does. It is not about world domination or genocide or any other such childish notions. And it's also about spontaneous sapience, not constructed, all of which permits us to approach the subject matter from a bit of a different angle, one that I think behooves us in this our day and age. I really think people should check it out. It could stand, if enough people read it of course, as a springboard for a transhumanist conversation that I think that we are all, well overdue in having. Not just as far as AI goes. I think just AI is just a frontier that we're gonna run into first, the first one that's gonna force us into this transhumanist conversation, but you can drag it into a lot of other conversations: sustainability, environmentalism, how we treat the animals in the meat industry, anything really. The idea being in transhumanism, of course, should we expand the benefits of humanism onto other living things? And if so, how do we do that? I think it's a rather good book. Starting this conversation, I think it is healthy for you to read, and I'd really recommend it. Now, where can you get it if you are so curious about it? Well, first link down below is going to get you to Amazon.com, where you can get it either as ebook or print-on-demand copy. And on Amazon, you can also get the first 4.5 chapters of it for free. Now, that's not bad. That's a pretty solid preview, right? That's not bad. That's almost 50 pages that you can just download and read at your heart's content. And if those almost 50 pages do get you hooked and you do want to read the rest of it, but you don't want to get it on Amazon.com, well, we're in our chat. Second link down below is going to get you to an aggregate feed instead, Books to Read, where you can get it as either ebook or print on demand copy at a bunch of different venues. A ton of them. Can't keep track of them all. They keep adding new ones or changing their names occasionally, but the most prominent ones are probably Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and Rakuten Kobo. So please check it out there. It behooves me to remind you, this is an English-speaking channel. No other languages in chat. It is nothing but, well, polite to talk a language that is common to most people. I mean, you could argue that the prevalence of the English language is just a culmination of British colonialism, but, I mean, it won the culture wars, so let's just bow to it, shall we? The fact of the matter is that there are two kinds of people in this world, those who can speak English and those who probably should learn, unfortunately. J.P.S, no Russian. Last warning, if you keep speaking anything other than English, I will time you out. Anywho, what's coming up next on the channel? Well, next. Holy shit, I'm really not here. Yeah, posture check, there we go. Not next. What are we doing tonight? There we go. Holy shit, I need to get my head in the game. So what's coming? What are we doing? Well, we're continuing on with Dishonored 2. We've had a blast with it so far. And, I mean, okay, so far I'm a little bit disappointed that Dishonored 2 is following the same trajectory as Dishonored 1 did. I understand why you do such a thing when you're a game developer. If you have a hit and you just want to, make another hit, then it makes absolute sense just to do the same thing you did the first time, right? That makes absolute sense. However, it also, unfortunately, makes it painfully obvious that you may not have another trick down your sleeve, And though a one-trick pony is fine... No, J.P.S, I'm not playing Count CS2? Nah. I got a schedule. I'm keeping to it. A one-trick pony is fine. But a one-trick pony trying to charm you with the same thing over and over and over again, it becomes sad quickly. I'm not saying that Dishonored 2 is that. I'm most certainly not saying that. There is still plenty of gameplay left to give us, to pull the rug out from under us. Hi, Asi! Welcome in! How you doing? But, however, you better not be saying that. Well, see, I just hope they're gonna... I hope they're gonna pull the rug out from under us. Now, Dishonored 1 did that, right? Dishonored 1... I said the same thing as... Well, not the same things, but what I said when we started playing Dishonored 1, I said, okay, so the setup, the tutorial, the betrayal, the first missions. Okay, this is a pretty one-note revenge story, right? It's a revenge drama about you taking it out on the people who betrayed you. But as we played it, the symbology at play, it reinforced itself. It toyed a little bit with some of the themes that we're working with in a great way. And then it did the sucker punch right at the end, where they introduced a fantastic villain in Havelock. Well, I guess they didn't introduce it. They slow roll the heel turn. And you can see every step on the way to Havelock turning, All of which was superb. I loved it. I loved it to bits. And my last stream of Dishonored 1, the main campaign, I had the highest praise for it, as opposed to the first stream where I was like, this is sort of bland, but, even a fairly one-note intrigue can provide depth. And Dishonored 1 did that. I would have liked it if Dishonored 2 threw us a curveball right from the get-go. I have hopes that they will. But I cannot argue for the game's sake on what I hope will be in it. I can only argue for what I've seen so far. And from what I've seen so far, we have pretty much the same progression that we had in Dishonored 1. Now, again, that is not necessarily a bad thing per se, but I would have hoped that instead of Dishonored 2 being a remaster, essentially, of the first one, in scope and storytelling, dramaturgy, and just changing out the names. As opposed to that, I would have wanted it to develop on it, to grow on it. And an example that I mentioned, I think, not yesterday, but the day before, was the Freebird games, right? You got finding To the Moon, Finding Paradise, and Imposter Factory, where Ken Gao, there we go, the creators of it, the writer of it, he starts off with a reasonably simple gimmick. You're working as technicians that are supposed to jump into a dying person's mind, memories, and change something to cause the desired effect. The desired effect being what the old person has ordered from your company. In the first game, it's, I want to remember and experience going to the moon before I die. So just before we die, we do something to his head that generates that memory for him. Now, it would have been really easy in the second game to just do the same thing, but Ken Gao is absolutely masterful at, okay, so we have the first plot in the first game, but a lot of questions grow out of that first plot, and those questions are then brought forward into the second game, which in turn brings forth new questions into the third game, all of which turning it into not just sequel after sequel doing the same thing, but almost an episodical epic, as it were, instead. And as far as storytelling goes, I respect that a lot more, But I have high hopes still for Dishonored 2. So far, they're running pretty much the bog standard model for it. We've already mentioned one change that I probably would do, again, not knowing how things are going to develop, but for example, the Crown Killer that we had in the first proper mission, it would have been so much cooler, and so it would have been a shake-up for the formula if they had not let us solve that, but maybe just let us discover that in the first mission. And then the rest of the missions we are being hunted by an asymmetrical, it wouldn't be PvP, but imagine being hunted by one character in the levels that you played that had something similar to the powers you had. That would have been so much more interesting and would have permitted the Crown Killer to become much more of a personalized villain, instead of just sort of a throwaway obstacle. But we'll see. Hypatia is around, so we shall see. It's unlikely, considering that the option was there to kill her, so it's unlikely that Hypatia is going to have a dramatic effect on the story, but we shall see. Anyway, we were at the Clockwork Mansion, and I was absolutely fucking agog at that place last time. Didn't have much of a deeper read on it until Cobblers put my back against the wall at the end of it. And I did, as a matter of fact, have a bit of a read on it. That I don't think it's a particularly deep read. The read that the house itself is a metaphor or an allegory for Jindosh's character, personality, as it were. That he is an adaptable, manipulative, completely hollow sociopath, as the building explains, right? The building can change room at will. It's on the surface fancy, but nothing is real. Everything is replaceable. Nothing is steady or stuck. There's no principle to it. The only things that are permanent in that house are the backdrops, and they are completely void of personality or character or beauty. They are just utilitarian. And that is a good character depiction. that is a very good character depiction as I even think. It works great to paint Jindosh in a particular light. And it's actually good storytelling. I mean, describing someone's home is absolutely a way to tell character, to describe character. Actions, how a person chooses to decorate their life, as it were. All of which, yeah, tells a lot about the person, or can say a lot about the person. And as opposed to a lot of the other characters that we've seen coming up, we have more so seen the city around them rather than their own will upon the city. The High Overseer, we see him as the head of an order, and we get to see the order, but the order is bigger than him, right? It's not his personal house or mansion or home. It is the organization he's the head of. If you look at the Boyle Manor, yeah, it's ostentatious and everything, but it's more a depiction of high society in Dunwall, right? Even Dunwall Tower under the Spymaster, the Lord Regent, is amalgamation of what was before and then his adjustments to make it his. But even so, it tells us more about the autocratic government or the leadership of the city than it does necessarily only him. I think this level might be the first that its only purpose is to depict this character. And it does so in a great way. So let's just take a look at this shitter of his. The whole house, beautiful, elaborate, extra elaborate.
I walked out that you were a woman, young and athletic.
Oh my god.
Intriguing.
You know who I am, Yindosh. Wait, weren't we down here? Wait, did this open? Maybe it did. Oh, okay, neat. Extravagant living conditions. Absolutely fascinating. That lack of privacy, minus 10. Oh, we're gonna get to it, see. All of this, absolutely beautiful. Now, most of this home is to show off, right? Most of this is to impress. Even the fact that he can turn around his desk and bedroom like a switcheroo-sees. Yeah, all about impressing people. You know what part of a building that you don't usually show off to impress people? The shitter. So what do we see of the shitter? It's dead, right? There's a pooper, there's a sink, there's a mirror so that he can, make himself presentable. There's nothing else. Nothing else matters. I mean, we still don't have any toilet paper, but everything else, everything personal, anything other than stark utilitarianism, gone. This shitter could just as well have been on the inside of the walls, right? In the crawl spaces. This shitter, it has zero personality. It has zero intentions. It is no paper or towels. Yeah, it's got nothing. It is just poop, wash, leave. This might be the most truthful room in the whole mansion as to who Jindosh is. And it says nothing. This is the Mark Zuckerberg of toilets. It is what...
I've had fabled burglars, fortune hunters, and professional killers come through my door, only to expire begging for mercy, crying out for release after only a few hours.
This is what a rich technocrat thinks is needed. Nothing. This is for sheer effectivity. It is just go in, poop, wash, leave. There's not even a door, right? Because who gives a shit? Who gives a shit for the comfort of others, right? He does like the sound of his own voice. Oh yeah, he's an absolute... I mean, he's a sociopath. Sociopaths usually do. You know what? You joke, see, and giving this a -10. This might be the worst shitter that we have encountered in any game. And I am even accounting for the shitters we found in Signalis that were, you know, boothless squat shitters that faced one another so tight that you might as well rub knees together with the person that was in front of you. That had personality. It was hostile, it was brutalistic, it said things, it meant things. This thing is dead. It reminds me of what they said about the collectors in Mass Effect 2. The horror that I think is on Solus's face, or someone's face, when they interact and think about, then when they talk about the collectors, why they are so horrifying, is not that they take people and turn the people into them or biomatter to make more of them. What is horrifying about the collectors is that it is culturally, socially dead. It is only stark utility. It is absolute soullessness. Now, a brutalistic shitter with a row of 5x2 squat poopers without any booths between them that face each other so tightly that you will rub knees with your front neighbor. That is hostile. That is brutalistic. That is cruel. But all of those things are still personality and culture, you know? This shitter has nothing except for stark utilitarianism. I would give this a 2 for the fact that it is more than a dirt pit in the ground to poop in. And it has the luxury of a water tap. But the soulless rest of this just kills everything else. Just absolutely murders it. And that says a lot about Jindosh. Which it's not hard to draw conclusions.
Hello? Still with us?
Dude, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a bit. Jindosh, shut the fuck up. It even puts in stark contrast the difference between, the Joplins and the Sokolovs. I mean, even they were more Edisons and Teslas, right? Than they were Da Vinci's. But even Edisons and Teslas had vision, or Mengelas for that extent. I mean, Sokolov did human experiments for medical purposes, right? But at least they had some kind of vision. This motherfucker is a modern day tech guru. He's the Musk or the Zuckerbergs of tech development, of human technological development. Actually, I think a number 2 should be the highest on your grading scale. It's either good shitter or bad shitter. Jindosh the Heckler. Yeah, he's pissing me off a bit. I wonder if I can kill these things. Anyway, yeah. 2. 2. Because I would argue that a 0 is just a flat surface of ground that has a pile of poop on it. A 1 is an actual pit you poop in, and a 2 it's given because it actually has a cleanup facility attached to it. 2. Nothing else. And that is the actual personality of Jindosh here. We didn't examine this one. Oh, okay, well that's foreshadowing, so we're gonna have to go see him, shall we?
Aramis Stilton.
That's all I get for inspecting that? Come on. Ooh, really? There's a thing? Where this thing? Oh, well, no, that's not it. Oh, downies. Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can get in under anything here.
All movements are linked. Everything has a purpose. It's all connected, you see.
Oh, that's the... Oh my god. Wait, the toilet went. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, fuck. Okay, maybe I judged... No, I didn't judge the shitter too hard. Of course I didn't. Ooh. Ooh.
Brianna Ashworth.
And what was she? Curator of the Royal Conservatory? Okay, she's a... Ooh.
So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own. But if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might refine the process, making new clockworks.
Oh, right, we've already heard this one.
Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on...
Dude, whatever, man, whatever. See, you're saying, oh my god, I just remembered another upcoming level that blow your mind. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna be fun. What is he doing? Okay. Just hallway. But I feel like we haven't seen...
Shifting the walls and floors as if you were born here. Clever. Or are you just moving things at random?
I mean, a little bit of both, I think. Clockwork Army timetable. Oh, we don't want to give a shit about this, right? Jindosh, I was pleased to hear that the Duke has you working on a much less costly version of the Clockwork Soldier. I saw firsthand what a handful of Clockwork Soldiers did in Dunwall. With many more units, we should be able to assert much more military power following the coup. What truly concerns me is the timetable. Whatever, man. A mission
This
called...
could be the end of the Isles.
I mean, well, not if it's in your control, right? Mission called A Crack in the Slab, so I remember it. Oh, well, we'll get to it. Surely. I mean, we'll be done with this mission in a bit. Tonight, surely. I kind of want to see what's... That's the shitter. And there's just nothing here now? Okay, interesting. Okay. No, everything is closed off. Wait, is this some kind of a man's romance thing? Why do you shut every pass? Well, not that passageway, I suppose. Okay, so there's no way to get down.
Exploration of the area.
Oh shit! That means the clockwork is up and running. We got a clocky. Clocky has activated. Shit, do we want to... Actually, I kind of do want to deal with him. There he is. How doth deal? Do you have anything fun? Setting fire to him will drop his armor.
Win.
Oh.
Improve rotor.
Yeah.
Unauthorized presence. The machine has entered. Know that your last moments, the last vision to behold, combat protocol history. The very pinnacle of invention.
Whoop,
Profile, but hostile. Playback for combat protocol. Playback for unambiguous
Yeah,
enemy.
hi friends.
Combat
Boys!
protocol.
You know what? Can I lock you in? Oh, yeah. Did I not push the button? Oh shit.
Visitor is another test for the clockwork.
Got his head though. Oh, I got his head. Got one of them. Ow, fuck.
Not many people would still be standing after that. Interrupt state. The machine is experiencing no danger entering here. My clockwork soldiers will all protect it. The machine is now lying on audio stimulant. If the head is detached, identify the area.
Oh! At least I don't have stamina, right? Whoa! Oh, he just cut my head off. He just did that backhand and cut my head off. How did you find the Clockwork Soldiers, actually? Huh. How do I find them? It's interesting to encounter a combat circumstance that is more of a environmental threat than it is a character threat. I like that. So far, so good. The design is cool. The design is really cool. There is actually a conversation to be had about that. It'll permit me to file away on it, because there is something to be said about the industrialization of the military, of taking away the human element out of force. But let me get back to that. You have something in your inventory that's perfect for them, but I won't tell you what. I did try the fire arrow yesterday, or the last stream, that burnt off the armor. Oh, the mines maybe. No.
Playback for combat
Why can I
protocols.
not? I need to place it. There we go.
Okay, enemy in. Okay, combat protocol. Know that your last
Nope, right.
The machine is playback for detached.
Shoot off the head. Ow.
And truly impressive. Not many people would still be standing after that. Lost enemy. It sounds as if you're hurt. Not too badly.
Okay, so just shooting the head is fine. It turns out. Have trouble? Shoot head. Who'd have thunk? What a novel approach to combat. When in doubt, shoot head. Oh my god. Oh well, we kind of got it. How do we get down? Do we get down here?
Whoever you are, you possess a certain persistence.
Yes.
And effectiveness.
Ooh. Twin leech, eh? What does you do? Twin leech. Regain health while you while your doppelganger is active? That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad idea. I have no bone charms. Cool. Oh, so this is how you develop photos. Okay, you push the button and you just sync the entire fucking thing. Okay. There's the next one. We also have a rune over there. Otherwise, I think we've cleared it all of those things. Imagine me sitting here trying to come up with a novel solution to the Clockwork Soldier. Wait. Huh. Okay, so it does. Oh, okay, so it doesn't change that terribly much more. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. I get it, debate. Okay. I was like, oh my god, do these corners change too? But of course, you know, obviously. All right. I don't think there's anything in the in this mansion back the way we came that we haven't looked at. I think we've been into all the cracks. We have found all the things. Well, I say that and immediately I'm proven wrong. So let's move on out of this area. You killed your buddy. Aren't you feeling bad about that? Killing buddies left and right. For shit. Oh, right. I remember this place. Right. Okay. Well, that's not very helpful. Which means that the correct way to go is through there instead. There's no one there. This should turn us over into this space. No, incorrect. Okay. Let's crank it again then, shall we? Was there any way to get through here? Any ledges? There's... Oh, yeah.
It's a long way down.
Well, we don't have to go down, Emily. Down is not the only way. Here we are. How does that help us? I mean, there's a hatch there. I'm curious. What benefit to us is this place? Can't go up that way, but you know what we can do? Hatchies. Oh, elevator. Curious. Curious. Where's the thing? There's a bone charm down there? Wait, how the fuck? Oh, that's inside the laboratory, I think. How can we get in there from here? I don't think we can. Okay. Oh, fuckles. Oh, wait! I almost clipped myself there. I clipped myself today. Where are we now? We're on 1. Maintenance? Yeah, that makes sense. Main laboratory's up. Office. Assessment chamber. Assessment chamber is the place where we send the 2 nobles, right? I think. Ooh. Where is that room? It's up there? Okay. Oh, here's something we can remove.
My wall of light, the actual Sokolo version, inelegant but effective. This one has
Yeah, terrible. Horrible. Who turned off the lights?
You've managed to deactivate my wall of light.
My god, this dude has seen way too many Bond villains. Oh my god. So, here's a question, chat. Which is your favorite Bond villain?
So let's see. What was it?
No one.
What? I wonder who that was.
Yeah, that's a good
You
question.
ready?
Oh, okay. Come on. Come on.
Kneel down to your
fuck this.
betters.
What do you mean kick? There we go. There's we have it. That's a good girl. Yeah, get fucking choked. Get choked. Can't remember half of them, to be honest. That's where. Yeah, let's put her in here. I'm sure she's gonna be fine in there. Oh. This is where we sent the peeps. Yeah, there they are. Yeah. Okay. And this is where we have the thing, yeah? Isn't it? Yes. Yes! Unsteady hands. Unsteady hands. Enemies miss with fire projectiles more often. I mean, we parry those things these days, so who cares? Who gives a shitty? Okay, so it's only 1 rune left, really.
Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the clockwork soldiers. Quite dangerous.
What is over there? Have we been over there? I'm not sure we have. There's a clockwork soldier down there, though. Were we over there? Not sure. I don't want to piss those guys off. Okay, so he's supposedly in the laboratory. So let's save Sokolov. Oh, well, let's actually take a look to see if we can save Sokolov over here. They are here for a sneak.
Just doing a job.
Oh, we can go down here.
Do you know how long we've waited for this appointment?
Yeah? What do you want to do? Oh. Yeah? Ow! That's bad. Come on. Yeah?
Later, I'll be laughing over rum about how he...
Oh, okay. How do we get help? There we go. There we go. The woman in golden eyes scared me. Oh, Ivana choked you with my thighs a lot. Yeah, she was good. She was good. But I'm more thinking about the big, you know, the main Bond villains. I've always... I mean, the misanthrope in me has always had a soft spot for, what was his name, Drax in Moonraker? Who just wanted to use a nerve agent on the planet that would kill all humans but leave everything else alive.
I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate,
Me?
you
No.
may never reach me.
I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, fuck. Ah, come on. There we go. Chop, chop. I do like that there's a non-lethal alternative to the fighting. I love that. I think that's very, very good. Very, very good, good. Much good, very doge. Deactivate all magnetic and mechanical devices while the assessment chamber is in use. Nothing must interfere with my delicate calibrations. Ooh, they're so delicate. Look at my calibrations. Ooh. Ooh. So delicate. Oh, that's a weird fucking smile that is. Oh, I don't like that. Oh no. Why are you so happy? That's we happy few. That is. Oh, so we're down here now. Yeah. This makes sense. Oh. Do not. Oh, right. Oh, this was those two. Oh, hi. Oh, you do have staff. You do have a kitchen. Good for you. Oh, food, money.
Why would you worry about such a thing?
We've been here for months, but we've barely seen a third.
Hi.
I know you shouldn't
Why
be
should
here.
I trust someone who hides their face?
I'm going to call for
Call for help? Who do you imagine would come? Let's eat an entire bundle of bananas.
Do anything for
Gobble
you.
gobble.
You'd better run.
Did they manage that? I wonder.
Well, hello there, dear.
Someone looks armed and dangerous.
Oh, well, someone is. Ow! Did we?
Again,
I thought we disengaged that. I thought we could disengage that. What happened? What happened? What happened? That's my Mickey Mouse impression. Ha-ha, Pluto! Ha-ha, come on! Come on, Pluto! Oh my god. All the way over here. Oh no. Okay, well. Don't. Ha-ha! Come on now, Pluto! Let's go!
This is Jinda's guy even need us. No one comes here.
Oh, that was tight. That was pretty tight. Just had it long enough to give him a good choke. A good choke? Absolutely shuffed. Okay, what did we miss? We grabbed that. We should save one of these days. There's another guard here, right? There we go. No! Ah, fuck. Right. Well, we get to choke him like this, though. That's fun. Oh, no, we don't. There we go. What about? That's a very good joke. I like that. What the fuck does that even mean, you know? Look. Oh. Didn't we turn that off? I thought we turned that off. So that's scary. Okay, well, let's go eat something, at least. Bread? Good bread. Hi, friends.
I can't do anything.
What do you mean, help?
How long can you keep going? What's
Why were you so upset about that?
You have to understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
Oh, wow.
Help me! Someone protect me! Trespasser, call the Grand Guard!
Yeah, good luck with that.
I need assistance!
Oh, yeah.
The masked fugitive, help!
Okay. Sure. I bet that's gonna go great for you. You know what? If you're gonna be like that, I'm just gonna give you a little choke. A wee little choke, yeah? Please don't die. Oh, no, 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 don't die. Look, lady, if you're gonna be like this, I'm just gonna give you a little friendly brain damage, okay? Little friendly brain damage. That's all you're gonna need there.
Extending exploration of the area. Let's see. Transition state.
Yeah. There's one of those lads in there, yeah? You can just shoot his head. Conditioning Sokolov. So the high and mighty Anton Sokolov won't deign to aid me in my efforts to make a new version of the Clockwork Soldier. Fine, I have another solution. My electroshock machine, long a side project with little practical use, will be just the thing. If I can find the right calibration, I should be able to damage parts of Sokolov's mind related. That's a... yeah, we've read about that. Okay, great. It's just a door. Whoa, no, it's not a door. Oh my fuck. Are you high? Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, let's save. And then try to navigate this bullshit.
Display assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Okay, trigger exploration grid.
Yeah?
See someone behind it. Each visitor is another test for the Clockwork Soldiers.
Did we get his head?
Better in the end.
No.
Switching to alternative tactical mode.
Friend?
Playback for combat protocols.
Fuck! Head! Get head! There we go. Got head. Now we're fine. Yeah. You just keep raging over there. You'll be fine.
Quarry.
Oh! No. Wait, no? I'm a weird wabble wind. I'm a weird wabble wind. I try really hard to not make sense. I'm a weird wabble wind. A weird wabble wind. I try very hard to not make sense.
Enemy evasion successful.
Oh shit.
Playback in reconfiguration portion. Configuration key.
Do we...
Adapting to layout.
I don't like the idea of interacting with Sokolov with that being in the room with us. Let's get that out of here. This seems like a terrible idea.
Configuration A. Adapting to layout.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Quarry lost.
Yeah? Is it lost? Oh no, you lost the quarry? Well, pity you, bud, pity you. So, what do these Clockwork Soldiers represent? Well, okay, oh Jesus, we're already running into our first ad break. Oh my god. So, it is an obvious read to see them as a representation of the industrialization of war, right? It's the same horror that we ran into during the First World War, and it got even worse with the Second World War, where you automated death in a way that hadn't really been seen before. Back in the day in warfare, most often not, you had at least people, humans, that beat the shit out of each other. That is not a perfect system. We like to think that, yeah, if you got two people in a room, they'll start planning how to kill one another. But as it turns out, inflicting violence on another human being is not necessarily the natural state of all human beings. For example, if you look at how soldiers fire their firearms, there is I forget the exact percentage, but most soldiers that fire their firearms don't shoot at the target. They shoot above people's heads because people generally don't want to cause that kind of mayhem with another human body. There's a lot of desensitization that is required to make people actually shoot to kill. Which, of course, the military is keen on doing that desensitization. But it takes a lot of effort. So, running up to the First World War, 1914, suddenly they ran into a global conflict, well, kind of global conflict, where the means of destroying each other had been depersonalized to such an extent that the inhumanity of the process was laid bare. It was not just the industrial process that was automated, it was also warfare, with not just tanks and mortar and artillery, but gas, mines. Just the fact that you could pop someone's head off at several hundred meters as opposed to walking up to them and cleaving their skull in twain with a sword, there's a big difference to that. Which is a big reason why we don't really talk so much about shell shock or PTSD or war trauma until after World War I, when all these poor fucking vets came back seeing this industrialized meat grinder. So these Clockwork Soldiers, I feel, are a fairly unveiled depiction of the horrors of automized warfare. You've removed the human component and made this cold, calculating machine that is horrifying. Well, it's supposed to be horrifying. It's evoking the sense of how horrific it is. The industrialization of warfare, which goes well together with the game, considering that the game's aesthetic and technological development is, of course, some of it is absolute sci-fi, like the Wall of Light, for example, but the aesthetics, the artistry, the culture seems to revolve somewhere around the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th, with a bit of a bit of a technological growth spurt, thanks to whale oil trade. And I guess that idea of the industrialized warfare and the dehumanizing effect of industrialized warfare goes well hand in hand with Jindosh's sociopathic nature, right? I don't know how that feeds into D'Onofrio, Duke Abel, or Delilah yet, but I bet we'll get there. I'm beginning to start seeing a theme here. We got split personality for political assassinations with the Crown Killer. We have this tech bro sociopath of an inventor that is industrializing warfare, and I think that theme just might keep on trucking throughout the game. We're gonna have to keep an eye out for it, at least for the future characters that we meet, and that just might very well be the theme that Dishonored 2 is running with. They're running with the horrors of an industrialized society. It seems to suggest that we will be going to the mines at one point or another, which would be the industrialization of, well, industry, of production. This is the industrialization and impersonalization of technological development. And previously at the sanatorium, we had the very personification of dehumanization by a split personality inhabiting and taking control of another person to cause murder and mayhem, even in the body of a person who's a doctor and seems to genuinely care about the people that they try to treat. Sort of a Jekyll and Hyde situation, right? So let's keep that theme in mind for the future of the game and the characters and the villains that we encounter. But unfortunately, we are going to have to run an ad break because that's coming up for us. So we're going to run the ads. It's going to be 3 minutes. Please don't go anywhere in the meanwhile. And I will see you all at the end of the tunnel, yeah? Please don't let the ads hit you on the way through. And hopefully you will come out of this great divide with your sanity intact, yeah? So please don't go anywhere. I will see you all in 3 minutes. And we're back. Sorry, took a little longer than I expected. They didn't launch. They just didn't do their thing. And if I don't click on it, if I don't engage it, Twitch just, okay, answer starting soon. I don't know. I'll get to it when I'll get to it, you know. Anyway, we're back now, so let's carry on into the game. The industrialization of warfare. Let's keep that in mind, shall we? And hope that this guy doesn't... No, he doesn't. That's fine. Great. So now he's locked away at least. That's good. Sokolov... Oh. Of course we're grabbing that.
Sokolov.
Note to Anton Sokolov. My dear Anton, I hope the sound of the clockwork soldier outside your cell doesn't disturb your rest. I find the solid footfalls and gentle electric hum to be soothing, but you may be a different opinion. In fact, in your condition, the noise might be maddening, especially since the pressure plate for your exit to your cell is precision tantalizing within reach. Oh my god, this fucking person. But should you attempt to venture forth from the assessment chamber like some wrinkled grey-whiskered rat hunting through the labyrinth for a morsel of cheese, you will soon find your stoic guardian bearing down on you. You are an intelligent man. I'm sure I don't need to illustrate what those honed edges would do to your ancient and haggardly body. You go live, bud?
Can it be?
It can
Is
be.
that young Emily Caldwin?
Anton, save your strength.
Hi, Rasputin.
I came to take you out of here.
Jendosh has bigger plans than you know. An army of his clockwork soldiers. It would be the end.
I'm going to visit Jindosh too, old friend.
Did he just die? Wait. Unconscious. No. Okay. He's not dead, technically.
Oh no, he died!
Holy shit. Holy shit. That threw me for a loop. I thought it was Emily. Oh my god. I thought that was Emily. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he just conked off, man. I don't know what to tell you, man.
You've taken Sokolov. Now what?
Now
You'll be
what?
safer in the carriage, Sokolov. Then, I owe Jindosh a visit.
Because we're taking them out? You dare? That doesn't help. Oh no, he died! I need to watch that movie. I haven't seen it. But yeah, Rachel McAdams is absolutely an undercredited comedic actress. She's great. At least most of this bullshit is just switching back and forth between settings, right? That's nice. So let's get this boy.
Astonishing. You freed Anton Sokolov.
I did. I did do that. Of course I did. I was like, who? What? Oh, guards, fuck.
Huh? What is going on here? Stop!
What do you mean, stop? Oh, shit.
No mercy!
What do you think you're doing, buddy? I went well. Oh, that? Nah, I don't think that's in my interest. We're going up. We're going up.
This is amazing.
Hi. Yeah, you better. Everything's fine in here, right? Yeah, it's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing's fucked. Everything is fine. Do I have that key? No, I don't. Wow, this place is so damn confusing, man. Okay, so we're gonna dump him in the carriage, and then we're gonna come and finish things with Big Dick McGee over here. I think we've cleared most of it. There might be a clockwork soldier out in the hall, but otherwise I think we cleared it. Ooh, hi friend. Oh no. That's not locked, is it? Hope it's not. Do we need to take him... Do I need to take Sokolov outside? Outside? I think I just might.
I won't let you take him. Sokolov
Shit.
was the great thinker of his time, and now he belongs to me.
Was that what he does? Is will be okay. Huh. Maybe we should just put him somewhere safe first. No, I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Just put him somewhere safe, and then we'll deal with Dude McGee. You have used Spring Racer before? Actually, no, because I've been so afraid of killing people. But that could be fun to do with the things. We're absolutely putting Jindosh in the machine, by the way. You know what? Let's just get Sokolov out of here. Let's just take Old Man McGee here, somewhere safe, yeah. And then we'll deal with the rest of this garbage. So we're gonna deal with those lads, and yeah, maybe a Spring Racer would be fun there. So hang tight, bud. You'll be fine, surely. I hope these are gonna cut off the legs of the bastards. That'd be fun.
This playback indicates some detection without certainty. Okay, the machine
3 of them?
The machine is experiencing uncertainty. Playback for detection registered. State.
Yeah, come on.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty.
Yeah, I get that.
The machine should begin
Yes.
scouting
Come on
the
over here.
vicinity. Unauthorized
Go.
Combat Protocol 6. You think one of my clockwork soldiers? I'll have questions about that. Must I have you restrained?
Oh shit! Right. Oh fuck. Oh, we hosted.
Encountered. Playback for
Okay, we hosted.
enemy.
I'll be wiping
Yeah, we hosted. Oh, he killed us. Yeah, okay. Let's take the battle into the chamber then. Yeah, let's take the battle into the chamber. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Cool. That's all fine and dandy. Neat and sweet and cool. And hip.
Playback for detection registered. Enemy encountered to alternative combat mode. Playback indicates
Ow!
young woman armed. Aristocratic profile, but hostile. One of my clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that. Must I have you restrained?
Good night, boys.
Extraordinary. It seems that even 2 of my clockwork soldiers are...
Right, we haven't been up here.
This has turned out to be a very interesting day.
Somehow I got out of that alive.
Well, it wasn't that hard, to be fair. You just threw some grenades at them. Just a few. Just a grenade here and there. Put a mine down, you know? They weren't that terribly smart. They didn't look up. That was their mistake. Their grave mistake. They never looked up. They were gamers. Okay. Let's take him out then. Where's that sound? Oh, it was probably a clockwork soldier down, or in the works, you know, in the walls, as it were. Okay, so let's take him outside. And then it's only Jindosh himself, I think. Jindosh. Only Jindosh himself.
Okay. At
Oh.
least Anton is safe.
Well, that's handy.
Now for Jindosh.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, sure, fine. Wait, who's that? Who's that and why are you here? Why are you here, though? Okay, civilian. Okay, well... Good for you. Go back into the Clockwork Mansion. Clockwork Mansion, oh my god. Look at this Soul wannabe. This hollow-hearted bastard. This sort of tech bro behavior is what you get from...
I suppose Sokolov is now safe and sound. And yet here you are again, back for more.
What was I saying? Yeah, the sort of tech bro bullshit you get from people who read philosophy but don't have a shred of empathy in them. That is a dangerous combination, as it turns out. Not a healthy thing to combine. Complete disregard for other people and philosophy to rationalize your behavior. That is when you start getting the kind of crackpot theories of, well, for example, Ayn Rand's objectivism or other such madness-inducing notions. We didn't clear this place? Oh. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. We got the boys, though. Yeah. They're just having a... Oh. Money? We missed money? Money! Anyways, let's go. We had a hallway... Wait. Didn't we have a headless bastard somewhere around here, too? I think we did. There's a hallway that way. Absolutely bizarre place. Here we go. Flutterbys. So that's Jindosh, that's Dukabella. Don't know who that is. And that would be the conservatory lady, Ashford. Ashburn? Ash something. So the prevalence of butterflies is generally not a random thing. Wait, that's Hypatia? Yeah, it is! You're right! I recognize it close. Oh. Yeah, you're right. That is Hypatia. I wonder if it's Hypatia or the Crown Killer, though. Her sister, as it were. So, anyway, the prevalence of butterflies in storytelling, it's... Look, back in the day of not romanticism, of classicism, as the art trope, or the art movement of classicism of the late 17th century, 18th century, that stuck around with us until the very end of the 19th century, really. The idea was that art was a soluble problem. It was fixed. It was a known issue. It was math. There was a way to do art correctly, and there was a way to do art incorrectly. Much of that was framed around the classics, around ancient Greek theater and Roman writers like Cicero, Virgil, etc. And making either poetry, writing novels, or making theatrical plays or operas, you could write handbooks in how to create those pieces of art. Not least of which poetry. So one thing that people, young, affluent people were schooled in was the arts as a puzzle, how you were going to fit all these pieces together. And in that framework, the symbolism of things was also, of course, a solved problem. Certain objects meant certain things. Specific things. I can't imagine having to work under those conditions, so goddamn dull. But one of those things is, of course, the butterfly. And that symbol has carried on through romanticism, modernism, postmodernism. Because it's a forceful metaphor, it's a forceful allegory or symbol. The idea of the flutterby is changing from one form to another. It's the metamorphosis. It's change, growing, or even painful change. You're broken into something that will eventually be maybe beautiful, but most definitely transformative, and it will destroy the thing that you previously were. The prevalence of butterflies in any media sort of evokes that idea. It is a ocular, a visual cue for change. And we've seen a lot of these, I forget the practice of putting flutterbys on boards like this. Dude!
Tales of riches and marvels. It's a puzzle, you see.
Fucking working here, man.
One capable
Speaking
of
of which, do we have anything
deserves
else?
to
No,
be
we don't.
in my
It's just that
company.
thing.
Is that you, stranger?
I'm not even listening to him anymore. We've seen a lot of this. A lot of these flutterbys being nailed up on boards. Now that, of course, was is a hobby still for a lot of people. But when you put this front and center in art, it tends to mean a thing. Now, considering that these things are put up all over Serkonos, it probably doesn't reflect on the place itself where they're put up. It doesn't reflect on the apartments or the buildings or the houses or the clockwork mansions that we encounter them in, but rather is telling something about either the world or the main character. So either of Emily or of the Dunwall Empire, as it were. Something is in the cusp of great change.
What's coming next, stranger?
Stranger, as if he doesn't know who we are. As if, you know. Okay, so we're above that. Wait. Here it should be then.
At last, stranger, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
Are you fucking real? Oh yeah.
Kieran Jindosh.
Fuck.
Indicates some protection without certainty. Playback
Oh god,
for
really?
ambiguous enemy. The machine has entered combat. Switching to alternative tactical mode.
Oh, you can follow me through that?
The machine has completed another.
You keep track of me? That's unfair. Okay, well,
Bring electrostatic discharge. Stand clear.
let's shoot that head off, yeah? Oh my god, so much garbage in here. Dude, clean your place, man.
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Oh, he got the head.
What was that?
This relay now at your last moments, the last division is a work of scintillating industry. The very pinnacle of invention.
As long as we're quiet, they should fight, right? Yeah.
Aristocratic profile, but hostile. Playback for combat protocols. Enemy evasion successful.
No! Kill my friend! Oh, Jeebus, Sage tap dancing. What are you shooting, bud? Am I not? Oh, I'm not. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's not really enough, though, is it? Can we...
I lost. I want to smell some guts.
Playback indicates lost enemy.
Where's the weak part on this bastard?
Machine is experiencing uncertain now. Another test for the clockwork soldiers.
Oh, Jesus! Right, he does that. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out in a more, well, in a more graceful manner, shall we? And then just fucking bashing. Not that bashing isn't fun, but you know.
At last, stranger, you found me. You realize you're only the second person
let's
to
just
set
do
foot
around
in this
there,
room,
this-
the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles.
Oh my god.
Please, try not to damage anything as you die.
He's such a dullard.
Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
What he could do is just mine this place, right? Where did they come from? Did you just jump down? We don't want to kill him,
The
right?
machine is experiencing uncertainty.
Uncertainty. I like that the robots call themselves the machine. It's
You come during exciting times. The Empress has fallen, and our own Duke Luca Abel is a rising star in the Empire. Your breath caught just as I said Empress. Something disturbing
Oh,
about
fuck.
that?
He's coming.
I wonder who would here in this place after I've passed from the world.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
How long will you get during electrostatic discharge? Stand clear. A stranger marches into my home and promptly begins blowing everything to bits. How
Not everything, just you and your shit.
someone eludes the machine.
Something eludes the machine. I kinda do like that he talks to itself. What is this? Oh, okay. We're gonna look at all of this good stuff later. But right now, I'd love to aggro the next thing with
Playback for
QB.
detection registered.
Dude, can I get your attention, bud? Maybe? Just a little bit of attention? What happens if we set fire to this lad?
Kieran Jindosh.
Protocol. Switching to alternative tactical mode. Now that your last moments, the last vision you behold is a work of scintillating history. The pinnacle of invention.
There's the lad.
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
No! No, he caught me. He snatched me. Okay. Oh, we should cycle the things though. Maybe we can find something cool for bots. Yeah, we should do that.
At last,
It was on chemistry, right?
stranger, you
I
found
think it was on
me.
chemistry.
You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles.
God.
Please, try not to damage anything as you die.
What a fucking idiot. No, don't look
Clockwork
at me.
soldiers, dispatch this intruder. Return to idle.
Yeah, return to idle. Do that. What do we do? Yeah, get it. You.
The machine is recharging.
So what's the new things that are coming up here? A lathe? I could kill him with a lathe, surely. We could be a little
Come
bit
out and
faster, you
end
know?
this trivial game of cat and mouse. I have important work to do.
You have important work? Wait. Why do you keep changing back and forth? What did we... What have we done?
The machine has completed enough. All right,
Oh, it's
enough of
cycling
this.
through
Come out and
things.
face me.
Okay, how do we fuck with these things? Let's check weaponry. Maybe that's gonna be helpful. Oh my god, let this cycle through.
1,000 rotate. You come during exciting times. The Empress has fallen, and our own Duke Luca Abel is a rising star in the Empire.
Shut up, dude!
Just as I said, Empress.
My god, he chats.
Disturbing about that?
Are we done?
This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
No, dude, whatever. Could you maybe cycle? Be done with the cycling? We need to deal with these boys. These boys! What else do we have? Stunning's not that terribly efficient, I feel. Here we go. Okay, what do you do? Something cool? Can I crank ya? No crankies? Can I crank anything here? No crank. Ooh. So. No more crank. Ooh. Stunnies. Whiskey tumbler? I'm sure I can kill him with a whiskey tumbler.
Okay. Okay, the machine has detected something.
The machine. I do love the fact that he calls themselves the machine. There's nothing here that's really weaponry-ish, right?
Playback indicates some detection without certainty.
Okay, so we can't cycle up anything that will help us against these bastards. Could just get downstairs.
You're somewhere few have gone. The very innards of the marvelous machine.
Poor bastard. Oh, here's the thing though. Grabbies. Have anything here that's more valuable to us? Whoa! Oh, neat. Don't want to be in between the stairs and whatever else have you when that switches out. Oh, door, eh? Oh, come on. Oh, it's the maintenance. Oh, yeah. What the fuck have you been doing, bud? Oh, there we go. Got it. Never didn't have it. Human experiments all over the fucking place. And the game doesn't seem to... Oh, interesting. Letter from Delilah. Kirin, you ask what the void looks and feels like if it can be measured like a real place. Here's my answer. Don't concern yourself with such matters. It is as real as anything I've ever experienced, but if you understood it, you'd know that such a statement makes as little sense as saying that I have been dead. The void is unspeakable. It is infinite, and it is nowhere, ever-changing and perpetual. There are more things in the endless black void, Kirin Jindosh, than I dreamt of in your natural philosophy. Oh, hello, Hamlet. Leave aside things beyond your reach, and be content that you are gifted with more insight than the common man. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? There's more things between heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Yeah, gets us there. Thought as much. Actually. Perfect. How do we beat these bastards? Wait, you came from below? Wait, office? Where the fuck did we go with the office?
1,000 rotations.
Oh, up here. Yeah, of course, naturally. Here are the bodies.
Playback for registered.
Wait, where did it go? Did he jump down?
Kirin Jindosh.
I need
Playback
to deal with Rox before we deal with Kirin, right? I need. I must. There's no other way around it. I need to. Oh, there he is. Hi there, friend. I would love to shoot your face off, but would you permit me? Could revive. Well, reviving it would probably kill Kirin, right?
I wonder who will live here in this I've passed from the world. How long will the intricate parts continue to function?
I mean, grenades are grenades, you know? We don't even have to be close. It's like horseshoes. There we go. Get on that spring racer, yeah? Fortunately, it doesn't feel like it does as much as I wish it did.
Note. Remove this playback after the final field test.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. That did fuck all.
Know that your last moment, the electrostatic discharge, is a work of scintillating industry. The very pinnacle of invention. Okay, enemy encountered.
That could be the death of Kirin.
Playback combat protocol.
God damn it!
Enemy evade.
I say it comes up there. Okay, we need to fire them on the bottom floor. Okay, let's just grenade them. Grenading them works fine, we know this. Let's not be fancy about it, let's just do it. You know? Whee! Oh.
Okay, return to routine operation. Aristocratic profile.
Did we get him?
Unauthorized presence.
No, we didn't. But now you're gonna get.
Entering combat state. Playback for combat protocol. Okay. Enemy encountered. The machine.
Oh, come on!
entered
There's so much garbage in the way.
detection registered. Combat protocol 8.
I want you guys to
Playback
fight.
indicates a young woman.
There we go. There we go. Now both heads are gone, I think. Yeah, look at those poor boys. Fucking idiots.
Playback indicates
Perfection. Okay, so what are the weak... Oh, I guess they are... The weak spots are the glowing bits. Hi, NBC! You're saying hi before I forgot like 99% of the time, lol. Lurking as usual. Dude, pleasure to have you here, bud. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, NBC. Hope you're doing well. Let's just...
Kieran Jindosh.
She's the crown killer! She's here to murder me!
Oh. Get a hold of yourself. Settle down. Oh right, I'm not sneaking. I probably should be sneaking. And then we're gonna loot everything. But let's just deal with... Now we got the bots out of the way. Now we can just do this. Hey, fucko. There we go. Okay, what do we have here? Do we have anything fun? That's a painting, right? I think that's a painting. Ooh, note to Kirin. It's my hope that the pale stars look down with favor upon your attempts to gain Sokolov's favor. Oh, that's one way to put it. But if the old goat will not bend to your will, I can offer an alternative to merely keeping him locked in your assessment chamber and subjecting him to cruel electrotherapy. I've started a new effigy cast in Sokolov's shape. Given time, I believe it might grant me some influence over your esteemed guest. Oh, Brianna's a witch. She's doing the witch thing. She's painting paintings so that they can take over people's bodies. Okay, now we know where we're gonna go to the conservatory. I am thanks. Okay, there we go. I am thanks. Hope you are too. Yeah, Embassy, I'm fine. I'm fine. This has been the first week of the new education program. Program's fine. There's not really been any proper classes with it yet, which frustrates me a little bit because I can't figure out how much work it's gonna be still. It's just introduction stuff, you know? So I'm still feeling a little bit restless about it, you know? But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm still sort of getting into the new habit of actually having things to do during the week, you know, as well. But we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But I started the week by sleeping kind of shitty. Bad start, you know? But it shall progress just fine, I am sure. Night along the inverse curve. I think we stole this painting before. I do believe, I do declare. Conditioning Sokolov. I tired of dealing with my old teacher. I'm confident that I don't need him to simplify the design of the clockwork soldier, but without Sokolov, I could take years to reduce the cost of each clockwork, to design a version that can be built with cheaper, more readily available materials and assembled by Duke Abel's half-witted factory workers. The Duke will get his clockwork army, I'll make sure of that. I mean, okay. So, this whole government, or this whole social structure is strange, right? Because there's no other country available to us. There is the Pandician continent, but as far as we can tell, there is no human civilization on it. So all of humanity is under this one empire. Isn't that a little bit weird? it does tremendously explain why coups are so prevalent, and that all the Empire's military interests are turned inward as policing efforts, you know? All of that makes sense, but it's a strange position to find an empire where it no longer has outside enemies. Except for the outsider, I suppose, but, you know. But I guess that works as a depiction of the authoritarian state. That works actually fairly well, so long as it can externalize the threats. But once the externalized threats are removed, it will inevitably turn onto itself. And it makes sense for a game that wants to explore the self-destructive nature of authoritarianism, of fascism, to not provide it with an outside enemy. I guess that makes sense. Let's see here, Z. Can you imagine by the end of a level and you're creeping up on your objective all stealthily, like one of the many things you've stolen that is piled on your back just falls off and clatters over the floor? That'd be pretty fucking funny, actually. That'd be pretty funny. Like, if there was some sort of a counterbalance to you looting, the more you looted on a level, the less good, or the higher the chance of something sort of rattling off you. That'd be a pretty cool mechanic, actually. That would not be a bad mechanic. I'd kind of like to see that. That'd be neat. So you'd have this sort of risk-reward with the inventory management, essentially. The only place that I've seen do that well is Darkest Dungeon, I think. Where the more loot you bring with you out of a dungeon, the less tools you have at your disposal to get out of the dungeon, or get through the dungeon. You need to balance bringing equipment to deal with any problem with how much space you want to have for loot. It's cool. The amount of paintings and trinkets I've seen you grab. Yeah, I mean, we're getting into the... If you're not running an inventory system, which I feel like most games are better off without, then you get into this looter narrative dissonance where you're an absolute fucking pack rat, you know? You're walking around, you're sneaking around hulked, and what you have is this massive fucking backpack on your back that carries like 500 pounds, right? It's inevitable, really. It's funny. I don't feel that breaks anything, really, but it is funny. And it is kind of noteworthy. It's one of those ludonarrative dissonances that I feel is important to be aware of and make fun of, but to be a little bit lenient with, you know? To not let that turn you off games. But just, oh yeah, that's cute. Oh, so this is his actual sleeping quarters, probably. A reflection of my journey to the Pendician continent. Another one of these. I think those might actually be interesting to read in one go. So let's keep collecting them and maybe read them at a later date. And I amuse myself by imagining Emily getting indigestion halfway through. I found myself eating every bit of food I found too. That is the Bioshock joke, right? Where either Booker DeWitt or the other dude in the original Bioshocks, they just eat every damn thing. You're just rifling through a trash can and half-eating chocolate bars, while... What's her name in Bioshock Infinite? What's her name? Holy shit, what is her name? Never played Bioshock. Oh, C. Oh, OOC. If you like the Arkane games, I think the Arkane games carry a lot of DNA from the Bioshock games. I would recommend the first and Infinite. Infinite it's a lot of gameplay, a lot of shooty bang bang gameplay tacked on, but oh my god, the story and the writing and the it's all about multiverse theory. But the way that they write multiverse theory in Bioshock Infinite is just so fucking cool. I own Infinite. Infinite can stand on its own two legs. Most definitely can. No problem. There is a little bit of recognition if you've played Bioshock 1, and Bioshock 1 is a very good game. But you can most definitely play Infinite on your own, on its own two legs, and it's a fucking hoot. It's a blast. Yeah, I cannot recommend it enough, OOZ. I would argue that Bioshock Infinite is one of the most interesting multiverse... kind of multiverse? I mean, it is multiverse, but... it deals with responsibility for one's own actions in an absolutely fascinating way. We've talked, right? You and I've talked. We've talked here on the channel. I've talked a little bit on your channel. We talked about it about Prey, right, with the simulation. The whole simulation thing runs into the same dangers. This was all a simulation gimmick. Runs into the same dangers with the multiverse gimmick. You see this in Rick and Morty, right? But Rick and Morty actually deal with it well, I think, considering they use the multiverse idea as a postmodernist statement. If you can just jump into a different universe, if there are infinite universes, then you can just jump into a new one if you fuck things up here. And they make that, they turn that into an erosion of identity for the characters involved. Great stuff. I am one of those people that think there are a lot of parts about Rick and Morty that are just fantastic. The same thing can be kind of said about Bioshock Infinite. Even though there are infinite realities and infinite alternatives, it writes itself in a way that makes your choices stick with you. Sort of like elastic bands pulling you back into the circumstances that you left. And the more you jump, the more you run away, the more those elastic bands compound. It's an absolutely fascinating bit of multiverse writing. And there are some fan-fucking-tastics. Elizabeth, that's her name. Fantastic character depictions. They make Guildenstern and Rosencrantz as the Lutesses just fucking mwah. So good. The Lutesses are a fucking blast. I've wanted to play Bioshock Infinite on the channel, but it's a lot of gameplay, sort of padded, but it is a very good game. Okay, where do we put this bastard? This the chair? Okay. Let's lock him up. Place Jindal. Yeah, of course. Okay, I kind of did like that. I did like that. Her closing his mouth and it just going gunk. I did like that. Oh, okay. So, how do we do this?
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next Clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your...
Oh my god, these two guys in one room. There we go. See you later, C. So happy that you could be here. And hi, Cobb. Welcome in. We're just about to... Actually, I just remembered now that we need to listen to this bastard.
Jindosh, grand inventor for Sarkonos. He dreams of an army of mechanical soldiers.
Why, though?
His invention, the silvercraft. It combines mercury and light on a plate. And an image appears. Some are delighted, some terrified. He has a great mind for innovation, invention, progress. Perhaps even greater than Sokolov.
Mom, this isn't news. This isn't terribly interesting. Give me some juicy gossip, Mom.
So young, when he attended the academy. So quiet then.
Oh, he's definitely a tech bro.
They hardly noticed
Oh,
him.
yeah. He's, you know, the Revenge of the Nerds
All
thing.
in, understood. Perhaps even better than they did.
Oh, he's definitely one of those people that, oh, I was bullied in school, so now I'm gonna be a monster. He's definitely fucking Zuckerberg.
He works with Luca Abel.
God, Mom,
They
we
share
know this.
overlapping interests, but only use one another.
This is nothing interesting, Mom. Come on. Paolo was so much more interesting, Mom. Well, I guess he is a hollow shell of a person, right?
He's thinking the test subjects are all broken beyond repair. And it's time to obtain a fresh batch. At the academy, the other students and most of the teachers, they couldn't comprehend half of what he was telling them, even at 16. Such questions he asked as a child.
Come on, Mom.
Just free from the crib. Others grew to fear him.
Mom, come on. Give me
just
something
as he
juicy.
grew to love them. He waits for the breathing.
There
and
we
the
go.
blood to stop. Then the brain. And the light from their eyes.
Okay, so
He loves that moment. When the eyes change. Finds it fascinating.
So that is a age-old trope of quote-unquote the most evil reason for to kill another person is to see the light go out of their eyes, to see the journey of the soul begin. It is tropey as all hell. It's not terribly interesting as a reason for doing things, you know? It's low-hanging fruit. And okay, so speaking about villains, creating interesting villains, and engaging villains. We are suffering under the idea that there's such a thing as objective good and evil. It is a religious idea, essentially. It's a not necessarily a Christian idea. I mean, the notion has been around not in the old polytheistic traditions necessarily, but definitely back in the Zoroastrian traditions as well. You had I forget what Ahura Mazda split himself into, but it was chaos and order, essentially, light and dark, which started the whole tradition of good and evil. And we're still suffering from that notion. So when you're putting up a villain, an antagonist, and a protagonist, of course the traditional, or the Abrahamic traditional divide there is a battle between good and evil. Now, that battle, I think at least, is very rarely interesting. And when you set up that battle, of course, you are inventing what is good. Now, what is good has, for the longest time, well, ever since the good and evil trope came about for religious and political reasons, you put the virtues and the traits that you wanted to promote in what is good, and vice versa with what is evil. And in the post Second World War days, where the rise of humanism took the scene of how we should safeguard against another travesty such as the Second World War, the empathy for other human beings took on that role of being the proposed good trait. And to be fair, I mean, empathy is a good thing. Well, a helpful thing. It is helpful for society. It is helpful for the people around you. I'm not saying that it's all bullshit, but it's made from political purposes. Or it's designed or put on that pedestal for political purposes. So how do you counter that? What is the polar opposite of that empathy, of caring for the people around you? Well, obviously not caring for the people around you. So that jumps onto the evil pedestal in modern storytelling. And what is the most uncaring way to depict, what is the best, quote-unquote, best way to depict that for a villain? Well, obviously they don't care if you live or die. They find it even interesting, the transition. So they have some sort of a solipsistic, some sort of voyeuristic interest in you going from person to meat. And thus, of course, we get characters such as this, that just are interested in the sheer transference from soulful being to flesh and bone. I just don't find that terribly interesting, right? There's nothing there. It's just basically a child pulling off legs from an ant, right? As far as villains go. There's nothing there to hook us. And compare that again with, let's talk about the first game, the first Dishonored. What we talked about, bad villains and good villains there too, because most of the villains that we encounter throughout the game, the Lord Regent, the High Overseer, Sokolov to some extent, the Boyles, etc., 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 the Pendletons, they were not necessarily very interesting. They did the things they did for their own gain or for a lack of empathy. They didn't give a shit about other people. But the real villain, again, was Havelock all the time. And he cared about things, right? He did care. He was at the end of Dishonored 1 when we played our low chaos rating, when he had killed the other conspirators because he had to. His logic dictated that if he was going to get away with this, and if he was going to make a better society, he had to do this. Now, he did not go on some Machiavellian rant about it. He did not become a Bond villain about it. What he did do, instead, was lament about it. He suffered for his choices of killing them. He tried to rationalize it. He tried to sort of get forgiveness for what he had done to them. And that was interesting. There's nothing so interesting, I feel, as a moral villain. A villain that acts completely in accordance to their own moral compass, and it's just that moral compass, it's almost like it hitches on a note once, and then it just runs away with itself. It can't help itself, sort of. And once it's on that side track, that weirdo track, that Twilight track, its logic and its morals just carry it forward. I love depictions of the quote-unquote good beings becoming villainous, at least in the arc of the intrigue, for their intractable morals. They cannot set aside their moral compass and thus go on a rampage about it. I think that's so much more interesting than this. I want to see the light go out of their eyes. That's just not interesting. People have been saying a lot of things about Thanos, right? The MCU Thanos. And his logic is sound if he's there for sustainability and he's convinced of Malthusian resource management and thinking that it's all about population numbers, which, there's sense in that. then his moral compass of I want to actually do some benefit about that, then of course, okay, how do I kill enough people to mitigate this effect? You can follow that logic, right? And that is why Thanos is at least an interesting villain, you know? Now, unfortunately, we got another ad break coming up. 25 seconds, so we're going to run that. And then we're going to drop the villain conversation until we see more of them. And we're just going to carry on with this mission, yeah? So I will see you in 3 minutes, chat. Please don't go anywhere in the meanwhile. Take care. Alrighty then, we're back. Let's get into it, chat, because I kind of want to get out of this place. Not that I haven't enjoyed this place, but I feel it's time. We are going to listen to Yasmin's.
Aims for an adversary worthy of his intellect. It is not vanity. There are few who could match him.
Let's see here, cobblers. D2's story so far is dry toast and a glass of water. Nothing wrong with that either. Not awful in my opinion, but could have been much more. So far, cobblers. So far, but we said the same thing about Dishonored 1, right? And that threw us for a loop at the third act, which I really fucking loved. And it used the revenge intrigue to build up a good villain protagonist relationship. And I'm hoping for that here too. There are other things that I would put against Dishonored 2. For example, as I mentioned, its formula is a little bit too similar to Dishonored 1. I wish they'd shake it up a little bit more. Like, for example, imagine if the initial mission at Abermire wasn't us dealing with the Crown Killer, but awakening the Crown Killer, so we would have someone prowling us in these levels. That would be so much more cool, you know? Sort of like what they do in Deathloop. Besides, I did get Deathloop, so we might just check that out sometime.
His mother asked, "Why did you do that to the cat?"
See,
Young
just fucking
Kieran
sociopath.
only wanted to know what was inside, how it worked. Her distress puzzled him.
Absolute sociopath. Yeah, this is a tech bro.
The Duke will let him have all the test subjects he wants. An endless supply. Almost arrested before the Duke found him. Carted off to some dank hole behind iron bars for revolting crimes against his fellows. His experiments. Instead, the Duke gave him a title. It is important to him. He wants others to notice the complexity of his work, the genius of his innovations.
Recognition, I understand this.
These are his thoughts. So many years. He's imagined having his own teacher in a cage, like an insect under glass, begging to be released, admitting that his was the superior intelligence.
So childish, you know? But then again, I understand. I mean, yes. I keep using that word. I should find another. I really should find another. I understand that it can be triggering, but I just don't know any other way to deal with it. It's smallness, you know?
If he has any other secrets,
Okay,
they are
great.
hidden from me.
Thank fucking God. Okay, let's read how we spruce up this thing. Besides, we do also want to go downstairs to get a rune. Note to self, there is insufficient power to operate the electroshock machine. Until it is rectified, I will have to compensate. Freeing up more power for electroshock machine by configuring the other laboratory platforms so they draw the least power.
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity.
Oh no. I need to cycle through these so it drains as little stuff as possible. Oh, Bay 1. Oh, Bay 2. Oh, it's specific places, spots. Okay. Don't we just want everything to be on anatomy then? Anatomy demands the least, right? Oh, this is gonna take a while. Oh. Let's go get that thing then. Right? Let's go get the thing. The rune. If we put everything on anatomy, then we should have a maximum amount of power available to us, right? If anatomy only requires one, let's see here. Apologies to detract from story analysis, but the schematic near you in the machine. Oh! Schematic? At least I think it's a schematic of something. Can't remember this bit. Fuck. Schematic? Just graphical or this thing? This thing. Yes, it does look amazing. You're absolutely correct. It really does look amazing. Enigma door draft blueprint. Enigma door? What's an Enigma door? Also, are there any relevant blueprints? Bloopies? Any bloopies? Bloopies! There's a rune here somewhere. I think. Somewhere. Or did we lift that thing now? Where's the rune? Oh my god. I mean we can find rune the hard way. This way, I guess. Where's rune? Did we bring rune up? Wait, did we grab rune? Have we already grabbed rune? Maybe we did grab rune. I think we might have grabbed rune. Great. Yeah, that thing. Wow. Thanks for Thanks for shopping. I mean, we spent, what, hours marveling at this game when we first launched it, right? Just fiddling around because it was so fucking beautiful. I feel like you get jaded after a while, right? You kind of get jaded with the beauty. I mean, we could stare, just look at that, stand and stare at this rack of tools, or just the textures on these winch beams and shit, right? Or gush about the elevator design, the 2-door elevator design that I absolutely adore. You know, the varnish on the buttons here, or the sort of rubbed out varnish. There's so much that we can gush about in this game. But I feel if we just do that all the time, we're just never gonna get to any gameplay, man. You know? Can we just be here? Is that it? That might be it. Can we use the machine now? Does it have enough juice? Wait, shouldn't that be anatomy? Oh, we need to pick the two least. Optics. We should pick optics instead, right? Anatomy and optics. Am I understanding this correctly? We should lift the 2 platforms that require the least amount of power, right? Thus, anatomy and optics, right? Yes, agreed. My fault. I'm a fanboy. No, not your fault. It's absolutely fine, cobblers. It's just that if I breeze, it's basically if I breeze past the thing that you think is worth noticing, please tell me, and I will gush about it as well. I've sort of inured myself after a while, and I would love to gush more. So if you find other things that you want me to gush about, please tell me. Speaking of gameplay, some of the best gameplay is the remaining chapters. Looking forward to seeing it. Oh god. C also told me about a level that's supposed to be absolutely fucking amazing coming up. That's a lot of juice.
Machine should work now.
Ah, we got it. Okay, great. So let's, dude, you dumbass.
You don't know what you're doing!
No, I have no idea.
I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
At what cost, my asshole?
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
It's not that bad.
And if I combine the acid against a copper plate, what does it do?
Oh, you're really fucking out of it. Oh, you got a prosthesis. Thumb and finger there, right?
I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer?
No, we really fucking lobotomized them.
I had an idea.
What, we just leave him like this?
But it's gone now.
Ooh. Ooh, that's harsh. Okay, we're just fucking on out of here. Okay, so I feel slightly bad. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I feel a little bit bad. Oh, that's cool. A little bit bad about that. Yeah, he uses a crazy but cool finger pipe for smoking. Oh, really?
Please.
Oh, I wish I'd seen that.
Die.
I wish I'd seen that. What, he sucks his own finger to smoke a pipe? He's like... That's kind of weird. But I mean, suits him, I suppose, but... That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Of course it was locked. Alrighty then. Well, in that case, I think we're done here. I believe. Unless, of course, we miss the blueprint. That's a little bit of a risk. Maybe I should look that up before we leave here. Did I miss a blueprint? Dishonored 2 blueprints. Bloopies. What do we have here? We are in Clockwork Mansion. We got that. We got that. That's mercury vapor. No? Wait. What is this? What is this place? Where is that? We might have missed that thing. That is a room in here somewhere. Let's just give it a quick look-see-loo. Let us give this place a quick look-see-loo and see if we can find that place. I will recognize it if I see it. I think we've dealt with most of the threats in here. So we can just squibbly-scooby through here. Is this not a room that shifts? Maybe not. It would be weird to have a room that shifts with a fireplace, I suppose, but you know, it's Jindosh, anything's gonna happen. This is not the place. Where is the place and why is the place? That's not the place. That is not the place. Where is the place? It's not here. Something else is here though. Yeet. Yeet. I don't think it's the other room in this configuration, but we can check. I don't think it's up at his place. Maybe it's up there, maybe. This is where we found one of the blueprints. It was resting right here. And now we have it. Everything is fine. What's it up here, I wonder? I wonder how many times you've been had. I want to know. This is not the place. God damn it! Maybe it's in the entry hall. Could be. Whoa! There's a clockwork soldier. There's a clockwork boy. What about here? Okay. Should flip this. Nope. Oh, incorrect. There we go. Might be a clockwork soldier coming up here now. It's not in there. And it is not in here. Bugger, 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 bugger. And this room doesn't change, right? No, it doesn't. God damn it. Then there is one blueprint that we might have lost, but fuck it, you know, can't be arsed anymore. Can't be arsed. Let's just Alan Zevu, shall we? We got all the runes and stuff at least. At the very, very least. So, cobblers, about crafting. Are you there? Are you there or are you lurking? Have you stepped away? I got a question about the crafting bit. Hi, bud.
I repair broken mining equipment, so unless you need a second-hand pickaxe, I can't help you.
Alright, Alan Zevu. Let's take Sokolov out of here, shall we? Poor bastard. Lower, upper, lower. We're going all the way down. All the way down, see. Wow, look at this place. Wow. I mean, it certainly does have a Rio de Janeiro feel to it, right? A Brazil feel, I feel. We've had a lot of that going on. I mean, playing Max Payne 3 as well. Well, that was not a good experience, holy shit. Max Payne 3 might just be the worst game that we've had on the channel. Which is... Should we not bring him? Yes, we should. Alright then, we're going down back to Foster. We're not stepping on the tracks. We are jumping up.
I hope you kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
What are you talking about? Oh shit. Can't get up there? No uppies? Unacceptable. Who is smack talking me? Who is this? The smack talker. We're gonna use the heart on Megan when we get back. And Hypatia. We didn't do that. But we will. Here we are. There we go. It's regenning. No. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh, I'm about to sneeze, I think. Am I? No, I swallowed it. Okay, we can listen to Megan here.
I can see why you like her. She's almost as secretive as you. Megan Foster. She wasn't always a ship captain. It was years ago. The two were inseparable. There was no food, but there was love. Those brief days on the street with her childhood friend.
That's the
happiest time she's known. Megan, she can be trusted to a point, but I cannot see past the anger. That much rage can hide things. There was always hunger back then on the streets of Dunwall. Hunger and fear. She learned to be brutal to survive. Back in Dunwall, she almost killed the crime boss called Slackjaw. Once while he was getting a shave. Some nights, she wakes choking, hearing the screams of a young girl, watching her mother die.
These don't correspond to any of the stories that, or the story that we had previously for her.
I can tell you that for years she was a smuggler, and worse before that. She was not always chosen her companions wisely, but she truly cares for Sokolov. I can feel it. I can see why she cares so much for Sokolov. Both of them are trying to atone for their past. But maybe there are things beyond forgiveness. She has secrets I will not reveal.
Was that your last bit?
She may tell you in time. It was not her hand that held the knife. Things would have been different for her if her young friend had survived the attack all those years ago.
I hate it when the term or the phrase "all those years ago" is being used. It's used most often, I believe, in anime to indicate a passage of years without having actually done the plotting of how many years that actually is. All those years ago. It's hand-wavian, you know? It is wanting to make things seem like a long time ago, but not having done the actual work of figuring out how long ago it was. It is such a trope sentence, or it's not even a sentence, but a phrasing, all those years ago, that I just can't, I personally, there might not be anything wrong with it technically, but I personally can't take it seriously anymore.
She is a woman formed of 3 fathers. A drunkard, a killer, and an artist. She fell in with the wrong crowd many years ago in Dunwall. The things she did, she can't forgive herself. She was with them on that day. A man haunts her dreams, like a father to her. A man with a scar. He hides himself, even from me.
So, she was there on that day, Yesamim says. And you know, in regards to Yesamim and Emily, there's just one day that is the day. She was raised by 3 fathers, a drunk, a killer, and an artist. Sokolov obviously being the artist. There is one character that we previously encountered that had a drunkard for a father and then a male role model that was a killer, who correspondingly also, well, it's, I made the mistake of reading up on the Dishonored 2 DLC, where they make the connection obvious in the just blurb that Megan Foster is Billy Lurk. So I know this already. This is not a read I have out of these lines we get from Yesamim's heart. But there is enough there that you can sort of puzzle it out. Never mind, of course, that we killed her in the DLC, I suppose. Never mind that she was sort of a throwaway character in the DLC, unfortunately. It feels like the game writers of Dishonored 2 sort of wanted rectification for how they, or how someone, the B team, treated her in the DLCs. And it's not a bad thing necessarily in and of itself. It just, Billy Lurk is not a character that from just the DLCs matter. She's a throwaway character. She has no influence. And we harped about that when we played the first DLC, right? Where we gave shit to the fact that despite that the game tried to tell us that there was a deep relationship between Daoud and Billy Lurk, we never got to see it. She was just the exposition fairy jumping around. And her betrayal meant nothing. And I suppose this is Dishonored 2's way of trying to rectify that. Which, fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. Reuse old characters, there's no problem with that. It's just a shame maybe that they didn't pay more attention to her introduction in Dishonored 1.
This one has a greater destiny. Beyond Dunwall. Beyond Karnaka. She has no more secrets to tell.
So hint, hint, nudge, nudge, she's going to be relevant in forthcoming installments.
You did it. How is he?
He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
Yeah, let's
go then.
Hello, Zivu. We didn't kill anyone. We had 28 detections. That's over assault and non-lethal. That's a weird place on the matrix there. We got the shrines, the runes, not all the paintings. We missed half the blueprints. I don't like that. I want the blueprints. I want the bloopies. Oh my fuck. God damn it. When did we save last? God damn it. Where are the things? Cobblers, help! Help! Chat, help! Where are the things?
In his day,
Skip.
Sokolov
I don't
has done
skip.
Law's
Skippies. Escapees. Loadies. Quick savies. No. There we go. Where are we? I fucking hope I saved. Whence didst we save? Half of the bloopies? Did we miss the first bloopie? I know which one we've gotten, though. Okay, here. This is, actually, we can just put them in the bin. And then we'll go on a trek. Go get.
You did it.
Yeah, I did.
How is he?
Skip.
He's frail and
Stay.
give me just a little more.
And let's take a look. Let's take a look. Where do we need to go? Where doth we need to go? So, yeah, that is certainly one that I didn't pick up. Clockwork Mansion. Ticket booth in the carriage station. We didn't get that because we did get the one in the Upper Aventa district, and then we're missing one in Jindosh's laboratory. In his laboratory? Oh, I know what it is. Okay, I know where it is. I know where all of the things are. I think. I believe. I believe. I do believe. I mean, everyone should be gone. Dead and gone, right? Sort of? No? Who's that?
That is damp. Heavy. Huh? Could be a storm coming.
Nope. What the fuck is... Oh, witches! The witches are out. Oh my... Okay, that's interesting. Why the fuck are the witches out?
You are a nuisance to the city.
Who let the witches out? Who? Who let the witches out? Who? There it is. I see it. I see it. And the other one is in the laboratory, the final place, the place where we fought Mr. Man. We'll get there real quick. Righties! What are the witches doing out? Go to the Clockwork Mansion. Alonze Boo! This is a weird separator. Strange. Oh. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel not necessarily sleepy, just drained. Maybe I'm not used to having, you know, scheduled stuff going on. There we go. And they are full days. I mean, standard days, really. It's been a lot of, you know, talking at you, and you need to pay attention. There's nothing interesting yet in school. It's gonna get better by next week, but we're gonna be talking AI tomorrow. Apparently, the field wants to use AI. I don't believe they quite understand the implications of that. And there is a non-zero risk that I'm gonna stir a stink tomorrow. This is the place. God damn it. Well, we got him. There we go. Okay, the things are got. We got. The thing is, now we can just run back to the boat. I feel like the blueprints are important for our interests, right? There's nothing we necessarily want to miss. And then we can get rolling on the interim and the next mission. I wonder what it's going to be. It's going to be the conservatory or the mine, I wonder. Probably the conservatory. I don't know. Sokolov will probably send us somewhere, right? Probably. Lower Aventa. Let's go. Let's go home. Clap, 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 clap. Is your warning on stream? What is this? So unprofessional. I'm terribly sorry. I am sleepy. I don't know why. I had my due sleep last night. Lordy, this is loud.
You are a nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you?
No, they didn't. I never got the memo. What do you mean, nuisance? Me? Me, a nuisance? Inconceivable.
She's Delilah's favorite. She can't know that.
I hope you kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
And why not?
They are interesting. I mean, of course we're gonna have the witches considering Delilah's around, but still. The inclusion of them is interesting. Alright, now we got everything. Oh, well, everything we care about. Let's go home. Here we go. There we go. Now we got all the blueprints. Not all the paintings, but I don't really give a shit. That's just money. We got all the runes, all the charms, Outsider Shrine, and all the... Yeah, great. Allons-y-vous. Let's go. You've awakened with a strange feeling. Another strange visit. Yeah, of course the Outsider is going to be here and bug us. Of course he is. Another outside dream. An outside body experience, as it were. Yeah, it is. Because we don't have our journal. So... Oh, we can open the door. I thought we were gonna have another backdoor exploration bit. Oh, wow.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Yeah, it's a lot more wood this time. There was a lot more obsidian last, or basalt maybe, previous time in here. This certainly looks more witchy. Delilah? No?
Surprised
yes.
I can pull you into this place? The Outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
So, what do you accomplish by bits like this? Dream sequences where the villain and the protagonist get a chance to meet, get a chance to interact. Well, essentially, it is a matter of building a relationship between them. Now, in the first game, we got to build a relationship with the real villain through Havelock, because they were our ally. That is a very good way of doing it, where two people start on this adventure and then slowly split, and the real villain is that relationship, or the real villain is revealed and understood through that relationship. Now, you can, of course, also do it the other way around, where you introduce a villain and then you build a relationship with the villain over the course of the story, culminating in some sort of climax as far as that relationship goes. I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. I prefer the Dishonored 1 version of it, where it feels more natural, right? It feels more organic, as opposed to this, where the segments where we interact with the villain they're obviously put there just so that we can build a relationship. But it is important to build that relationship, and depending on the story that you're telling, the story that you're writing, it can be difficult to arrange that relationship in any other way than having these dream sequences or time jumps. Time skips is another, frequent one. It's difficult, considering that you have two agencies, two characters that should be at odds with one another. How do you permit them the time and interaction to furnish that relationship with something real? It is difficult. It's tricky. And this is one of the tools to do it with.
I told you, when you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Jessamine, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Of course, girls got daddy issues. What other issues are there? What other issues could a character, especially a female character, possibly have?
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep. I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessamine, what is your name?
It was her. Delilah's wife. She broke it.
Story old as time.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn. My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Oh, well that's okay. I guess we're
It's hard to
returning.
know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
That's all the reflection you have, Emily? Okay. Meet with Megan Foster and Anton Sokolov to discuss the next steps on your effort to take down Delilah and the Duke of Sarkonos.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
There's still no mention of his use of human test subjects. Just saying. They did that.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
What was that, Emily? Of course that was her. Jessamine is part of the reason for Delilah's bitterness. You can't say otherwise. Part of it, at least. At the very, very least, you know? Thank you. It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. Good stuff I got from an aristocrat wanting quick passage out of Karnak a while back. You'll need it now that Anton's back. If you want to sleep, his snoring cuts straight through the bulkhead. Oh, there it is. Fig wine. We are definitely riding. Right. The Royal Conservatory. I rescued Sokolov. The man spent years serving my family, educating me in both intellectual subjects and bawdy humor, and now a small part of what I owe him has been repaid. I'm just sorry I can't offer him more comfortable accommodations. The dreadful whale, dank and cramped as it is our home for now. He's been living here with Megan for years, and in his current condition, I wish we could make him more comfortable. I was able to stop kidding Jindosh. His weaponized mind won't be a threat now, his thoughts scattered and his memories destroyed by his own device, no less. When Sokolov is feeling better, maybe he'll have an opinion on whether I did the right thing or not by not killing Jindosh outright. Anyway, it is a relief to know that the last Clockwork soldiers remaining in the Empire are the only ones there will ever be. Delilah in the Void. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this was more than a dream. I was in the Void. Somehow Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or a fabrication. She spoke to my grandfather, Emperor Yuan Jacob Coldwin. History says he was a man of honor who served his people, but Delilah showed me all his promises unfulfilled, all those easy lies. And she showed me my mother, Jessamine, as I never imagined her, spoiled and petty, entitled. And finally a great injustice, Delilah's mother dying in a debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from the lies? A good question. How do we do that? So, okay, so what is the implication? Not just the story, the reason for that dream, because the reason for that dream are only mechanical. It is to build a relationship between Emily and Delilah. Why? What does it tell us about Delilah that she did this? Well, she took time and effort out of her schedule to pull Emily somewhere. We don't actually know what Delilah's intentions were vis-a-vis Emily. We don't know, because Emily escaped before Delilah had a chance. She mentioned something that inevitably we will love her. That sounds ominous as all hell, considering we have had the indication that Delilah has a habit of turning people to her side. So probably some sort of a witchy way, but that could just as well, I mean, that is usually one of the arguments for witchcraft, right? Of course, people can't actually like this person, they must be using witchcraft to make them like them, right? That's witchcraft 101. But she did deliver it with a bit of an ominous tone. Maybe this is what she intended to do, to draw us into the void and tell us things. Potentially. Also, what does it mean for her to take the time to tell her own side of events? Why does she feel the need to explain herself? Does she need Emily's acceptance? Is Emily a substitute Jessamine now that Jessamine is dead? Does Delilah require absolution or closure for what happened, and she's using Emily again as a substitute for Jessamine to achieve that? That she feels the need to explain herself to someone of the Coldwind line, the last one of the Coldwind line, and thus deliver that through the void. It will be interesting to see if that will happen again, and how Delilah's tone shift, well, will or won't shift in regards to how she relates this to Emily. Is it gonna be more and more belligerent, or is it gonna be more and more mournful? Again, remember Havelock, where he started off rationalizing his decisions to kill Corvo and to cut all the loose ends. Well, cut the throat of all the loose ends. And he starts, oh, this makes sense. I have to do this. I have to do this. But the more he said that, the more doubt kept creeping in. And the more doubt kept creeping in, the more he leaned into his decisions because logic deemed it necessary. And at the end, he will listen to his tirade for like 10 minutes about his excuse and his rationalization. He was talking to two corpses, trying to argue with them that you must understand what I'm doing, you must see what I'm doing, you must accept and condone what I'm doing. You must give me your blessing for what I'm doing. And maybe that's what Delilah is after. She wants our blessing. She wants to legitimize her claim. She wants to legitimize her hurt, her pain, through our voice. That we give her that. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see where it gets us. But that could be what this whole thing indicates that she's after. Fucking rats. Also,
For a man of
Hypatia.
his age, Sokolov's making more progress than I would have expected.
So let's listen to Our Lady Hypatia.
It's as if she's emerged from a long, black dream. Her spirit has been unburdened, and she's gaining strength each day. There's a sense within her of what she's done, but only impressions. Hypatia's mood improves. She looks forward to seeing patients again. Already, she's thinking about an old patient suffering from boanthropy. She wants to know how the woman is progressing.
What is boanthropy?
Hypatia studied at the Academy of Natural Philosophy under Pierre Joplin and Anton Sokolov.
Same names coming circling around. I guess academia in this world is tiny, right?
Brought his dying son by boat, braving the rocks. She watched, helpless, as the soldiers drove him away. She cares for patients, treats them with compassion, often refuses their money. For years, she studied in Dunwall before returning to the south. She has a special interest in the lung and eye conditions prevalent in the Dust District. There's nothing more to say about her.
Okay. Letter from Lucia Pastor. Dear Dr. Hypatia, I couldn't be happier about the news you gave me. The people here in the Dust District desperately need someone like you. I understand that you cannot see patients in Admire anymore, and that it's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. I'll arrange something. We'll find you a safe place to hide and give you free consultations as you suggested. I'll send word about it via the Miners Family Committee and some friends I have in the Silver Spike newspaper. Welcome back to the city, Lucia Pastor. Okay. Oh. Anything up here that bears looking at? No. Ominous storm. All the whaling ships are in port. Seems to suggest that there really is a storm coming in, doesn't it? Is that the Dust District then? Seems to be suggested as much. What's up there? That's not... No, that is not the Clockwork Mansion. That was over here, right? Yeah. He's up along this wall, or, well, a little bit uphill at least. I bet it's Adele's. Or Adele. Is it that his name? Luca. Abel. There we go. I bet it's his fucking mansion. Alright then, let's go.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps.
That's a good description
would have
for it.
snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
We're really just glossing over the fact that Sokolov...
Ah, the Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
We're really not making us think over the fact that Sokolov used unknowing human test subjects in the first game. No one seems to want to touch that. And they're trying to paint him up as this father figure. It either rings false or it actually depicts versatility of character, right? When we're writing characters, we easily fall into the idea that they're supposed to be archetypes. They're just allowed to be one thing, while that is rarely the real truth about people. People are many things. Well, some people are many things at least. You're an artist, you're a wife, you're a brother, you're a mentor, you're a hero, you're a villain. Sometimes all of these things. And the fact that Sokolov used human test subjects does not contradict that he was a father figure to Emily. Or Megan Foster, for that matter, either. Or Delilah, I suppose. And maybe that is a good depiction of him. That we don't interact with that fact. We just let it sit there as spice, as an indication that he is a rich character, has a rich life.
Where's me drink?
And not just rich in the way that, you know, he's done a lot, but rather he's been a lot of different things, both good and ill. Maybe that is a good thing. Maybe that is a good characterization of him, actually. Anywho, you know what time it is? It is time for another ad break, unfortunately. You know, Twitch is going to have its pound of flesh no matter what we do, so we might as well have some control over it. So, I'm sorry. Please don't go anywhere. Mind the bump. And take care so that you don't run into rampant commercialism on your way through this tunnel. We will be back in 3 minutes with more Dishonored 2. hopefully I'll see you all then. And I'm gonna go refill my grass, probably go take a tinkle, you cycle your fluids and take care of yourselves as well. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go touch my pet grass as well. And I'll see you all in 3 minutes, yeah? See you soon. All right, we're back. Holy shit, playing Nobumatsu like this really makes me want to play the old Final Fantasy games. There's so much fucking game to it. But it would be fun to replay Final Fantasy 9 specifically. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I really, really shouldn't. I really, really shouldn't. So anyway, let's get back into Dishonored 2. First off, we're doing this. Is there anything fun in here? Ooh. Trip to the markets.
Megan, I've thought of a few things I need when you go into Kanaka. I'd get them myself, but you know what it's like for these old bones to walk so far. I need a smaller shirt. Seems everything I own fall off me now, and you're right, I suppose I need some soap and a good hair tonic for my beard and what's left around the sides of my skull. You'll like the Tivian stew I made last week, so if you'd like to have that again, get lamb, if we can afford it. If not, don't worry. My appetite isn't what it used to be. A bit of bread and a few shrimp will get me through most days. But don't forget the wine. That's not too much. I could use some pates. I'm out of cerulean, ochre, and ultramarine.
There's only one thing that I think of when I see the word ultramarine, and it surely isn't paint. I guess it is ultramarine blue, you know? have anything here? Temporary closure of the conservatory? Oh, okay, so we're going to the conservatory. Dear patrons, due to an alarming increase in the mite population and with the full knowledge of approval of Duke Abel himself, the Royal Conservatory will remain closed for the foreseeable future. Our apologies. B. Ashworth, Curator. Okay, so we're going there, yeah.
One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership. Delilah Copperspoon, or is it Caldwin?
People put a lot of stock into family. Ooh. Oh, did they escape? Oh no. God damn it, Anton. Dear passengers, I'd like to offer my apologies for being such a grumpy captain. First, to Anton, who I called a senile old goat when he decided to bring live blood flies aboard for study. Not a single day passes without me staring in delight at those little marvels of nature. Second, my apologies to whoever broke the blood fly tank, allowing them to flutter down to the engine room, bringing joy to this sad boat of mine. With a gentle humming of their soft wings, I deeply regret calling you a clumsy sack of guano. But now that we've all had time to enjoy their charming company, can someone please exterminate every last bloodfly on my ship? Yeah, I hear that. Yes, let's go do that. I think we've had that one already. I think we've had that one already, but you know, we're gonna tap it so we have it all. Okay, I guess we're going downstairs and fixing bloodflies. Do we have anything flammable to bring? No, nothing. Where are they? I hear them. Oh, I don't like them. Where are they though? Oh, there. Oh. Have they set up a nest? They haven't yet. Great. Then. Great. Woo. Bolts. Bolties. Oh. Am I hearing a thing? I don't think I'm hearing a thing, right? I'm probably just hearing the ocean. Not a rune or any bone charms. A thing. Oh, we got him. Never didn't have him. Alright, let's have this conversation then, I suppose. Yes, let's talk to old man McGee.
When I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing.
He's probably still where you left him.
This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of? Or what she's
That's a lot of speculation you got there. I like Megan's coat. It's a good coat. Oh, there we go. That's Yindosh. Yeah, that's Yindosh.
It'll be good to see the Royal Conservatory, even if it's closed to the public.
Maybe that was what we saw up on the mountain ridge. Maybe. And the Grand Palace is just on the other side of Adamar, yeah? Okay. And there's the Aventa Quarter, yeah. What is the device Ashworth is building, yeah? What is it? What is it? Okay, I guess we're going. No time like the present, eh? So we're going to the conservatory. She's gonna be a witch. I bet you bottom dollar she's gonna be a witch. That can't possibly be it, right? Can it? No, I don't think it is. Oh, full moon. Oh, yeah? I like me a full moon. Please give. Full moon, please give. I do like me one of those. I'm a little bit worried though that in my older age I've become susceptible to full moon. It is not 1 or 2 or 3 times that I've said that I've slept like shit and someone tells me, oh, there was a full moon out this weekend. And I'm like, oh, well, that can't possibly be relevant. Okay, let's go. Right? Yes, let's go. Allons-y.
We'll take the skiff.
Of course.
I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you.
That's fine.
Ready to go?
Sure. Sure, let's go.
Yes,
let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Up with the maskies. The Royal Conservatory. While held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth, an architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall. Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. She is building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna Ashworth must be eliminated. Bet you bottom dollar that she's a painter and is doing the whole, you know, paint ritual thing. She's definitely gonna be a witch.
There'll be a grand guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything.
Like witches?
Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd.
Like witches?
They'll be the real danger.
Like witches.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
I mean, undermining Delilah's power base in the eyes of the Overseers would certainly be a good idea, right? That'd work. That'd work wonders. Okay, great. Next mission. Let's go. Allons-y. Let's bring the horn up, see what we have. Nothing behind us? Good. But, oh, what? Are you fucking high? Oh, shit. Okay, fine. I guess.
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies. Those around you cannot see me. I am here and not here when you call to me. I heard a story once of a sailor caught forever in a fog. It traveled with her across all the seas. I am that sailor. There will come a time when we must part. I only tell you this in the hope to make easier our farewells.
Mom, you're dead. You died. I said my farewells.
If you should become parted someday, remember that I know exactly who you are, and that I treasure you. I wonder if you remember me as I was. Sometimes I think of those days. Do you? When this crisis has passed, you must promise to release me. I am tired. How long, my dearest? How long must I endure in this shadow state?
No, that's not new. Alright, then, let's go. So up there's the Burns information. Okay, Syria Gardens. Gardens. What's in here? Oh. Stuff! Money! Yesterday my life was filled with dreams. Ground killer's watching, but not anymore now. Are you guys okay with me jumping around in here? Are you gonna give me hell? No, you're good. Okay, great. Fantastic. Love that.
Need new boots. Just don't fit right.
Oh, boots are important. Good boots are important. They're very important. One might even say that good boots are essential. Nothing in here. Nothing down here. No. Okay. Kind of miss possession. Not gonna lie.
Why does she want that apartment?
Maybe Corvo would have that. We don't know what abilities Corvo would have really.
Huh? Hey, where do you think
mistakes were made? Immediately, mistakes were made. That's fine. Oh.
outlawed underwood export to protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing her gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwood, I brought back a River Crush shell to use as an ashtray, because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
What's going on here?
You fucking high.
Hey, you! Chuck that bait! Give us what you got!
There's no one here. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
She can't have gone far.
You're gonna pick a fight with the guards? Am I gonna be blamed for that? Probably. He's gonna see me when he comes back there, isn't he?
Suck, you're
yeah,
back.
he did. God damn it. God damn it. I was looking at the environment. Game, you can't just do that to me.
Can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing her gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwood, I brought back a River Crush shell to use as an ashtray.
Ah, black market.
Your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person.
Oh, Pirate Betty, Bambalam.
Whoa,
whoa,
by the conservatory were no welcome. Obviously, you are someone with refined tastes.
Oh yes, they're so refined. You
Welcome
wouldn't even
to my
believe.
shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way.
Yeah, sure.
I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like?
Oh yes, probably, surely.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Howling bolt. Blinds enemies. Disrupts clockwork soldiers. Oh, mag bullets. Ricocheting bullets. Wait, why would you need an armored bullet? Wait, isn't an armored bullet just armor-piercing bullets? Chain lightning. Oh, that sounds like fun. Uppies.
Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Do you don't? Stinging bolt. Enables black market shop to sell bolts that sting, causing enemies to flee. Meh. Howling bolt. Stun and blind enemies for a short time. This is just enabling them to sell it. Reload faster. This isn't very interesting. That's better. Pistols. Target Titan dispersion and stabilizes pistol aim. I like that.
An excellent choice.
Even more so. What is this? Reload speed, blue ads. I feel like we want this one. Mag bullets? That's cool.
No need to wrap it for you, I
Gear and
suppose.
stuff. Refined lens optics enhances a great level of magnification. Rarely do we need that. More bone charm slots. Thank you.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
More ring racers, don't give a shit. Bolt bullet storage, don't give a shit. But me, I mean, of course. What do we have here? Gives you an advantage in locked sword contest. I mean, we do actually fight a little bit. More nades. Minds me. Okay, let's do the sword thing. Okay, then we're gonna look for stuff because I
Mudflies
know
are worse here than
you
any
have a
district
little
in
thing that I
Kanaka.
want.
And it used to be such a prosperous district too.
There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Safe combination. I guess. And of course, you want a rune. There we go.
Please visit again soon.
What is the safe combination then? 576. There we go. Alright then. Alright. Onwards and upwards. So why do we fuck with these howlers? What is the purpose of fucking with these howlers? Can I get up there? Probably not, no. But if I can get up there, I could check that alleyway. So what is the next closest thing? Oh, they're far away. We might as well progress a bit. Might as well progress a bit. It's gonna be a while since we run into one of, or until we run into one of them. So let's get uppy. Ooh, that's a guard. Here we are.
Hardly lasted a month. I'm gonna get myself some new ones, even if I have to pull them off a cliff.
Maybe I'll take a day. Just walk along the water, rest up.
Oh, that's an open window.
They'd never agree to it.
We could get in there. We could zoom on down there.
This isn't. Holy shit!
Shit. Oh, well, we can do it. 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 We can get it done. We can get it done. Maybe we send down a doppelganger first to draw her away. Nah, we don't need to. We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine.
Open this door.
Yeah, who did do that? Maybe this is a better angle. You're gonna walk away. Let's close that. There we go. I'm never gonna get used to them just howling. There we are. We haven't done a shitter watch tonight yet, right? Oh, we started with a shitter watch, right? We did. We totally did. We started with a shitter watch. We gave it 2 out of 10. It's one of our lower scores ever. I think we gave one of the Signalis shitters a lower score, technically. But that was a technicality. Ooh, oh. Oh, it's the it's the hideout for the peeps, for the overseers. Well, we're gotta get in there, naturally, of course. My eyes are getting grimy. I don't understand why I'm so tired. I have been so tired for a few days. I mean, I did say that I slept poorly. Guess. A representative from the Royal Conservatory confirmed today that the site's closure has been extended once again, with no promise of when it might reopen. Curator Brianna Answorth could not be reached for comment. Readers will remember that an infestation of mites in the Roseboro exhibit forced the closure nearly 6 months ago, though there have been rumors that no exterminators have been hired. The Roseboro exhibit was to be the prestigious event sponsored by the Academy of Natural Philosophy, with hopes of attracting numerous experts and guest lecturers from across the Isles. This important exhibition is now on hold indefinitely due to the extended closure. For hopeful visitors, there is nothing to do but wait for further word. Guardies. Okay, so we get in that way. I see it. I see the line. Well, nice lighting. A little bit forced, but nice. There's a guard back there. Oh, fuck.
Starving.
Holy shit! Oh, we're getting in there. Yeah, I see it. I see it. We're getting in there. Okay, great. We can just blip, 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 blip through there, right? We can just shadow walk, just blip, 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 as we do, you know? That is the sound effect. Blip, 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 blip. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, while you deal with guards, we can just blah, 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 away. No, there's no one here! Why did you see me? That's unfair. Why did he see me? Mia. I thought I was in shadow mode. Maybe it's not invisible per se, it's just almost invisible. It's slightly invisible. Or the fact that he fucking followed us, you know?
Who opened this door?
No one. Pay no attention to me. I'm just fucking stabilizing here. Ooh. Pratchett jelly deals. Well, we got in. Never ever didn't get in. So we got a sleeping overseer right here. I'll loot that by. He's just snoring away. That's good for him. I'm just gonna let him. Why didn't you go to bed, bud? Because he didn't want to look like he was going to bed. He didn't want to make it obvious. Of course. Naturally. So these new bullets, do they just work with a gun? Or do we need to find them first? Probably need to find them first, right? Or buy them for that matter. Oh,
keep my mind on the forget about that kiss. Oh, that kiss.
Oh. No, the kiss. The kiss. Kiss to build a dream. Oracular Order divided. A representative from the Sisters of the Oracular Order in Serkonos paid a surprise visit this week to officials at the Grand Palace, delivering a message that calls into doubt the Order's formerly held position on the illegitimacy of our new Empress, Delilah Caldwin. It seems that there is an intense disagreement between the sects of the secretive organization. While not a full reversal, the visit to the Grand Palace prompted the following statement from Duke Luca Abel. It pleases me that the Sisters of the Oracular Order have come closer to endorsing our beloved Empress, Delilah Caldwin. Her recent and valiant coup is an attempt at restoring the just rule to the Empire, and I advise the Oracular Order and the ever-stubborn Abbey of the Everyman to immediately embrace Delilah as Empress, accepting her wisdom and authority. We thank the Oracular Sisters for delivering this vision, and we call for a day of celebration. Meanwhile, Vice Overseer Liam Byrne, speaking on behalf of the Abbey of the Everyman, advises restraint, saying that the latest missives from the Oracular Order are still being interpreted and debated. They're not agreeing? Imagine that. Imagine religious orders not agreeing with one another. Absolute madness. Can we listen to this without waking him up, you think? Ooh, there's a trap. Ooh, there's a trappy. Trappies. I think we would have read that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did say as much. Well, thought as much. I mentioned as much. Can we just choke the dude? The speepy dude? Can we just give him a good jank? Or do we have to speepify him elsewhere? Wise. Can we just? Yeah, we can. Great. Grabby. Oh, knocky. Knocky on the throaty. There we go. Let's go. Put him in bed. Dude, don't sleep in chairs. Just get to bed, bud. Just get to bed. See? He loves that. Oh, yeah. Look at him enjoying himself. His neck is going to be so toast. Oh, we have a shitter. Oh, god damn it. We have a shitter. Do we have to watch this shitter? Okay. Why is there a shirt under the bathtub? Okay, so no door. That's a little bit weird. It does have tiling floor. That's good. It does have a little cabinet next to the shitter. That's fine. Freestanding sink, fine. Lighting fixtures, all fine. Weird separator shoved in here in the back. Sort of feels like a... again, with a weird shower water heaters without any shower curtains. That is just weird, isn't it? This area feels like it wasn't always shitter, you know? What space there is well used, I'd say. I probably would forego this thing, but I think all of them have that. The shelves here are a little bit uncomfortable. It is a bit of a kludged space. Now, I do appreciate a good kludge, but it feels like a little bit of a forced kludge. We're gonna get demerits from that. We still don't have any toilet paper. We're back at the piss napkin. Ashtray? Weird choice to smoke in the shitter, but I guess anything to get rid of the jambalaya scent, right? And no door. That's also weird. I'm gonna give this a 4, I think. It has the amenities. We're still lacking toilet paper. It's gonna keep getting demerits for that. The space is kludged, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like it was a bit forced into this space. See, there's like, what the hell is this step ladder doing here, right? Or stepping stool. So it feels like a cleaning cupboard that was shanghaied or ad hoc'd into being a shitter. Which is weird considering there's plumbing. Huh. Doesn't really make sense, this place. It's a bit weird. The shelves being covered by the bathtub too is a bit weird. These crank stools or whatever the fuck, these workshop stools that are used as tables. Feels like this was not intended as a shitter. I'm solid on a 4 here. Yeah, I'm solid on a 4. I'm okay with that. Here we go, get rid of him. Great. Now we should probably read these things. Just get him in the log, yeah? Wasn't there a thing here that I stole? Wasn't there a thing here? I thought there was a thing. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, letter. Note to the Overseer. Overseer Ogburn. I should be back within a few days. Continue to compile information on Brianna Ashworth's activities, despite the odd letter we received from our oracular sisters in Colero. It's not like them to issue a proclamation without certainty, but I know I'm right about Ashworth. My gut tells me she's a threat. That said, the Howlers are my priority. This conflict with Polo could affect our influence in Karnaca for years to come. Yours in the strictures, Vice Overseer Lindberg. Ooh. Mappies. Okay, well, we don't care now, though, because we have no context for it. But we're listening to this.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The Overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the text of the proclamations they've been making. Small, but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Okay, so we got it. I think we got it. Right? Yeah, probably got it. We got it. We got it. Right, now we can carry on. For a little bit longer. I'm getting sleepy today. So we're most definitely not gonna run long.
I feel so bad. Haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
Okay, where can we go from here? Let's save.
What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
Has the wall of light been acting up?
I do like being able to navigate the space without engaging at all with the boobies. Oh fuck, we need to get up there, didn't we? Shit.
The wall of light was flickering and sparking like crazy.
I've seen that too. But whale oil's expensive now, and the tanks run dry. The wind's unpredictable, but it's still better than a bunch of howlers running through the checkpoint and knifing us to death.
Yeah, I see your point.
We probably should turn that off, shouldn't we? Also, we went down there. We didn't go down there. We probably should. God damn it. I was just saying that I appreciate that I can get through this without having to deal with the dudes. Any windows open? No? Okay. Crank it. Wall of light dead.
I thought I heard blood flies
the
for a
look on
second.
his face. Well, who was he expecting? The Empress? What a fool.
Where's the red shirt? Which way is she facing? Her feet are facing this way, which means that she might see us over here. Might. Operative term.
Kinda dry. You really go for a whiskey or something. Maybe one of them 2-penny drinks.
Down there is where we want to go.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Isn't it dinner time?
No one.
I just have to finish my shift. Then I'm gonna go home. Put my
I
feet
wonder
up.
who that was.
Did that count as discovery? I don't think so. Oh, now it does. Fuck. Now it counts. I'm sleepy. Why am I sleepy? I haven't worked very hard today. Because I haven't eaten either, so 6-1, half a dozen of we did crank, yeah, we did crank. Right, we're here. I would love it if you turned around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around.
I've got to get back to Dunwall. I feel
blood
so
flies for a
bad.
second.
Haven't seen the kids in 2 years.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Wonder who that was. I could starve. I just have to finish
Regenerate.
my shift. And I can go. Put my feet up.
There we
Watch
are.
my own back.
Save.
I'm bored.
Oh no, that's that room. Okay, we're fine. We're good. We're Gucci. We got it. God damn it.
What a dump.
Could we empathetic? Yeah, great. There we go. Okay, we got it. 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 Ooh, copper wire. Copies. You know what? I would love to get across. Ooh, would you look at this? Now let's see, where do we have the closest thingamabobbly doodles? They're still behind this wall, right? Yeah, they all are, okay. I kinda wanna go in here. I wanna check that out, and then I wanna go in there instead. Exploration, 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 exploration. That's just that B? Okay. Anything in here?
So he says, keep alert.
Ooh.
He says,
Is that a witch? That's a witch, right? It has the collar for a witch. No? Oh, scratch your ass. Yeah, dude, I feel that. Feel that. Nothing? No, okay, alarm clock. Well, we wouldn't want to wake them, would we? Of course not. Is there any sinks here that we can drink from? that a drinky? It is a drinky. Is it a drinky? I think that was a drinky.
Stay here. I'll just check what that was.
What was? What? There was nothing. You're fucking high. You're high as a kite. You didn't hear shit. Did they hear me drink from the tap? I think they heard tap water. They're tap water savvy. Oh no. Now this is a better shitter, right? Much better shitter. I'm not gonna... We can't keep doing that. With every fucking shitter we find. We just can't. That door... Oh, okay, great. Do we have an access on the back end here? Maybe. Hi, buds. We do, though. Okay. We do, though. Okay, I'm thinking that Corvo does have the possession skill, considering we find rats. Okay, rats, they don't have any function, but for the fact that you could possess them, you know. You know, the boys are showing us the way. That's nice of them. Is it not just nice of them? Well, this isn't very helpful, but maybe ceiling is. Where do we get here? I mean, obviously we're gonna get past the wall of light, right? Obviously. Obviously, on a condemned building. Great, so we're gonna get fucking flies. Delightful, delectable, sweet. God damn it. Still nothing. We do have a rune and a shrine over there. In that house, I think, then? Probably. Oh, God. So we're going across. Yeah, we shouldn't forget that one either. A lot of fucking guards.
Happened to Burleton and Lieutenant Culver's?
They probably ran off, you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
Oh, really?
She went missing a day before he did. And someone found an officer's pistol in the gutter. I think something else happened. Maybe they went inside the conservatory.
Surely not.
Look, Karnaka's leaking people. We tell ourselves we're keeping it together, but everyone is afraid of what will happen when it really falls apart.
So even the guards are having second thoughts. Oh, that's a trappy. Where's the real trappy? Oh shit, things are overgrown. We got witches. We got witches in here. Chat, we got witches.
Who's she to say I didn't deserve the promotion? She wouldn't know promotion was head.
What did we trip? Oh, those were the howling bolts. Alright then. What did we trip? I thought we missed this one, surely. I mean, obviously. That's... Oh my god, there are tripwires every goddamn where. Okay, okay. That's fun. That's delightful. Delectable. Oh, shit. Who lives here? Those two were the ones that fired. He's dodging here. He's ducking and dodging in my seaty. In my little seat. Well, I think we got past this bullshit. Obviously we got witches in here. We got savvy witches. Ooh, not savvy witches. What's worse than a witch? A savvy witch. So this is another, the fact that witches are so nature inspired, I mean obviously, but you don't have to go nature with witchcraft, right? I mean it depends on the kind of witchcraft, but this sort of witchcraft, the association to the void does not necessarily need an association to nature, and the fact that it does that, and that the outsider seems to be associated with Pandysia, should probably tell us things. Now that this is...
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society. forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago,
all those years
Delilah
ago.
Instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that. Never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
I really would have wanted Emily to be able to fire back. Oh, songs. After the sparrows 3 times call, after gull does 3 times call, come maiden, mistress, mouse and hen, come fisher, farmer, frog and wren. Once a king dressed in red, worn by flames on feather bed, while all the town starving cried, chilled by winds, the month of ice. Cried? Red bed cried ice? Eat them of frost, eat them of snow, the monarch decreed to them below. Upon a spike they perched his head, cursed his name and burned his stead. Hush a by and don't be affright, Mama will sing through all the night. Many an hour before morning sun, don't dream of horror yet to come. Reminds me of that hush little baby, don't you cry. Right? Hush little baby, don't you cry. And if that mockingbird don't sing, etc, 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 etc. There's a version of that Harley Quinn sings. Hush little baby, Harley Quinn from the Arkham games. Hush little baby by Harley Quinn. Hush little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna kill for you a whole dang world. And if they don't laugh at our jokes, Mama's gonna stab out their goddamn throats. And if they start to run away, Mama's gonna paint the streets with blood. And once the blood starts wash off, Mama's gonna blow some more heads off. And if the world still doesn't laugh, Mama's gonna go and poison them. I always liked that. Man, the Arkham games were fun. At least the first and the second one. I really liked those. Yeah, we should have dismantled everything here. Should. Operative term. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's good. Everything's Gucci. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Why would one ever gonna would go street side of this game? I wonder. Ooh, oh, flies. Oh, right, that's the condemned fucker. Great, fantastic. We had a guard here somewhere, right? Didn't we? I thought we had a guard here somewhere. Oh, there's a civilian over there. Started looking at the time. Real suspicious. Just like, I think I'm sort of looking for a place where we can tie it off in a good way. Ooh, there is? Where's that? Where are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. Here you are. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do we have anyone in here? We good? Seems good. Oh shit, right, I should be careful with that. I have died to that. Well, grabbing that, bitter blood, what do? You do, oh right, shit, oh, that's for next stream. Remind me next stream that I need to equip more of these. Bloodflies attack at slightly shorter distances closer to nests. Okay, that's not terrible. I also would want some guidance in the exact mechanics or the arguments of...
Brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city tremble with awe. This is the Duke. You must all know my voice by now. A new empress sits on the throne in Dunwall. Our rightful ruler, Delilah Caldwell, first of her name.
Oh shit, it's one of those
May
fucking
she
turrets.
reign forever. There are some traitors who
building.
question her claim to the throne. Morally, Tivia, treasonous nations skulking in the cold, gloomy north.
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls
Okay, so
hide?
Tivia and Morley don't buy this bullshit. So we're talking Civil War then, yeah. It's a shame no one could have, you know, no one could have foreseen that. Oh. You know what? This is actually, this might not be a bad place for it. We're behind a bar. I feel comfortable. We can tap the berries. See?
Like I ain't got enough to worry about.
Yeah, this is a good
Now they
place
say
for
there's
it.
someone
Actually, good place for it. You know what? I'm gonna tie it off a little bit early tonight. It's a spittle early. It's fine, chat. It's fine. It's all according to Keikaku. You got your almost 4 hours. I'm gonna tie it off a little bit because I am sleepy and I do have school tomorrow. And I need to be up early. 6 a.m. Ugh. Ugh. 6 a.m. morning. Anywho, that's going to be it for tonight for Dishonored 2. We will, of course, be continuing on with this. Worry not. We'll get back to it, I mean, at a later date. When that is going to be, I will tell you later. But before we go into the schedule coming up, I feel it incumbent upon me to, you know, let the YouTubers out of here. But before we let the YouTubers out of here, we have to do the outro spiel. You see, I'm not here to be a professional streamer. It's never figured that was ever going to be in the cards. Instead, I do this. I treat the games to literary theory, applied close reading, structuralist analysis, deconstructions to the games that we play. Not so much just because, well, it is fun, but... And, you know, I'm sort of enjoying this, streaming, but the raison d'etre for it is, in fact, to promote my own material. You see, I'm an author. I'm a writer. I've been a novelist for the past 10 years. I've written 8 books in that time. And I started streaming in concert with actually releasing one of my books to you, the general expectant audience or public. It's called The Last Box. It's my 6th down the line that I've written, and it is a cyberpunk thriller about the spontaneous eruption of sapience in a random slug of gaming code and the people who are unfortunate enough to have to try to reconcile with that fact. I think it's a rather good book. It does a few things different than most other AI media does. It is not as conflict-oriented as most other AI media is. It's not about genocide or, you know, world domination. And it is about spontaneous sapience, not constructed, which permits us to approach the subject matter from a bit of a different angle. I'd highly recommend it. If I'd have to compare it to anything else, even though I think it does, what it does is fairly unique in the genre, but if I'd have to compare it to anything, I'd probably put it on some sort of a wibbly-wobbly sliding curve between William Gibson's novel Neuromancer and Spike Jonze's movie Her. So please check it out. Now, where can you check it out, chat? Well, first link down below is going to get you to Amazon.com, where you can get it either as an ebook or a print-on-demand copy. But on Amazon, you can also get the first 4.5 chapters of it for free as a preview. That's almost 50 pages you can just download as a PDF and just enjoy. Read at whichever pace or leisure you wish. That's not bad. It's probably going to be enough for you to figure out whether or not you're going to want to buy it. So please check that out at the very least. Now, if you do decide you want to get it, but you don't want to get it on Amazon.com, worry not, chat. Second link down below is going to get you to an aggregate feed instead, Books to Read, where you can get it either as ebook or print-on-demand copy at a bunch of different vendors. I can't keep track of them all. They keep adding new ones or changing their names occasionally, but the most prominent ones are probably Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, and Rakuten Kobo. So please check it out there. Now, if you want to read something of mine that's not quite as lengthy as a full-length novel, well, the third link down below is going to get you to my online archive. It's essentially it's a piece of shit WordPress, right? It's nothing fancy. It's my wasted words, where I've got like 24 short stories. I got almost as many pieces of poetry, and I do put up a weekly column coming up every Tuesday. So please check that out. Now, if you want to join the growing community here of the channel, why don't you swing by the fourth link down below if you want to continue on these conversations in a more of a, level playing field instead of this sort of 1.5 way communication that we got between chat and the live streamer. Why not swing by the fourth link down below? It's going to get you to our Discord. Please do. Please swing by there where we can carry on conversations about narratology, storytelling, with books, movies, games, TV shows, fuck music. I mean, lyrics is also a narrative structure to it, or has a narrative structure to it. So swing by there, if you please. You can also, on the Discord, give me suggestions on what you'd like to see, either me playing here on chat, or, for that matter, what you'd like to see me, what you'd like to see me add to either the Twitch or the Discord itself. What bells and whistles you'd like to see in use to increase the value of the thing for you. So please do that. Please swing by the Discord. Now, if you want to give a little bit of a kickback for the work that I do, primarily buy the book. Read the book. Or if it's not your jam, refer the book. Send it someone else's way. I bet you know someone who might get a kick out of it. Or review the book. Now that really fucking helps, because as it turns out, the internet absolutely runs on reviews, and if a thing's not reviewed, it doesn't exist. So that really fucking helps. But if you don't want to do any of that, or you already have, and you still want to give it a little bit of a kickback for the work that I do, well, chat. Fifth link down below is going to get you to my Buy Me a Coffee page. It's essentially a Patreon, but more so focused on one-time or, smaller inserts. It's there. If you see the work that I do and figure, dude, it's pretty cool, I'd like to buy them a beer. Now you can. Now, all that being said, I am going to send our YouTubers off on their merry way so they can enjoy the rest of the night at their leisure. And I will thank you so much for watching the channel. I'm sure that you could find something else to tickle your fancy hovering around here, either the next video of Dishonored 2, which will come up when it comes up, or for that matter another playlist. Why not our Soma playthrough, our Bastion playthrough? I'm really happy about our Bastion playthrough, or our Max Payne playthrough for that matter. Please check out anything that hovers around here, and until you click here, thank you so much for watching.